Good evening, everybody, and welcome to high school football on Georgia Alabama Sports Live, as this is part of an incredible triple header here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. We're live here at Calvary Christian, making their GIAA debut against Terrell County, a GHSA school. We are moments away from kickoff. I'm Richard Holdridge on the broadcast, and joining me making his Georgia Alabama Sports Live debut is a veteran in broadcasting, has a podcast, has done many broadcasting projects, Tyler Crowder.
How you doing, Richard? Thank you for having me tonight, man. I'm excited for some football tonight.
I am just excited. It's week one, and we've got some incredible matches all over the Chattahoochee Valley, including a fantastic triple header right here at Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Rick Beach from Kutsu Sports is up at Manchester for Harris County, Manchester. Rivalry renewed, 19 years in the making. Thrift Behringer and Rick Peacock is at Kinnett Stadium as Shaw is taking on your alma mater, Northside. Right now, Northside is leading 6-0. We also have Noah Shelton at Gator Night at the Swamp, as their season will start next week. So we do have 4 events going on tonight at Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
And it looks like Calvary's set to kick the ball off to Terrell County.
Yeah, and back to receive for Terrell County is Montarius Lee, one of the captains, and Jalen Perry.
What's that number for?
We get ready. He's on the 40. That is number 13. Connor Coleman is going to be kicking off to the green wave of Terrell County out of Dawson, Georgia, about an hour south of Columbus, going towards Albany. They're in the GHSA Class 1A Division II.
And you got to wonder, with the new NFL kickoff rules, you know, if high school ever try to adapt to something like that.
I'm thinking, and we are underway here at Calvary Christian, and Jalen Perry is just going to let that one sail into the end zone for a touchback.
All right. Here we go.
This is the moment we have all been waiting for. We have anticipated this. You got Phil Scoggins from WRBL getting highlights for the Prep Zone later tonight. We got Tony Reese from WTVN getting highlights for Sports Overtime. And high school football is officially here in the air, Tyler.
Yeah, and to watch, something to watch out to tonight for both teams, guys, is like cramps. You know, early in the season,
still hot.
It's still very hot. You know, you've got guys playing both ways at a smaller school like this, so that's something to watch for from all these guys, especially guys who are going to be playing offense, defense, probably playing 60-plus snaps tonight.
Of course, this broadcast, our presenting sponsors, Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC and Pepsi. As on to quarterback for Terrell County is Michael Carter, the senior, and the first handoff, and he gets tripped up, and that is number 3, Montarius Lee.
And they came out right there in a little shotgun formation, little inside zone. He gets about 3 yards on the carry, and they're going with a little no-huddle shotgun right here.
Carter in the shotgun, trips to the far side. We're going to get our first pre-snap whistle.
And you're going to see a lot of penalties probably on the field tonight. You know, first game of the season.
The jitters.
You do play probably a preseason game, but this is the first real game for some of these guys. This is their first varsity snap, so you're going to see some penalties tonight.
Tyler, I'm impressed with the home crowd for Calvary. We got the student section. They're on their feet. This stadium is packed with Calvary fans. And I think that home field advantage is going to have a big part for Calvary Christian. Their first game in the GIAA.
And they do have a great field over here. I mean, it's super nice. I'm not sure if you've ever been. It's my first time over here. It's very
outstanding.
Nice.
We live streamed several games on Georgia Alabama Sports Live, including the GAPS Championship last year. That penalty brings them back. 2nd and 12. The handoff to Perry. Perry gets tripped up in the backfield, and what a stop by Jack Evans.
Yeah, Jack Evans right there on the stop. That's a tackle for loss. His first one on the season. It's going to be about 3rd and 15 here for Terrell County. Watch out for a pass, maybe some post across the middle, maybe a deep slant, something like that.
Yeah, let's see Michael Carter. This is going to be the first time he's going to be tested with his arm, as this is going to be a passing play. It's 3rd down and 12.
And they got trips right receivers over here on the right side. So Calvary's in some kind of dime package. Bunch of DBs on the field, 2 linebackers.
Look for Jalen Perry, Cordarius Perry to the near side. Back to pass.
Out route.
Carter's going to take off. Does he have enough to get it? And he doesn't. He gets taken down by number 16, Hayden Hutchinson, and the first stop on defense for the Calvary Knights.
And that was a great gang tackling right there at the end. 3-4 guys wrap him up. That was a great tackle. They're about 4th and 3, 4th and 4 right here.
Well, Tyler, now Terrell County has got to punt it to guess who? The one player you don't want to kick it to, Luke Scoggins. He could take it to the house. We've seen him do that a lot of times last year.
Now here he's got some speed on him, so I'm ready to see what he's got and see if he can return this punt right here.
The junior, also the grandson of WRBL news anchor Phil Scoggins, who's here getting video highlights.
And it looks like Calvary's just going to go for a little safe return right here, not trying to block the punt or anything.
Jalen Perry back to punt, almost. Oh, did get blocked?
Not a very good punt.
Not a very good punt. Great field position for Calvary, but it looks like.
There's a fumble on the play. Terrell County's got the fumble.
Huge break for Terrell County on that.
It was only about a 10-yard punt, so you don't see most of those guys around the football like that, and you didn't really know what to do right there. Tried to pick it up, and Terrell County jumps on the fumble.
Yeah, Calvary ended up touching it, which made it a live football, and Terrell County able to get it back. They're going to get a fresh set of downs, and they completely dodge a bullet. They had a 3rd and 12, was forced to punt, and they're going to get the football back.
Yeah, that's just a mental error right there for Calvary. Like I said, early in the season, you're going to see little stuff like that happen, but a great chance for Terrell County right here to, reset.
Huge momentum play for Terrell County. Michael Carter back to pass, throws it over to Perry in the flat. He gets taken down
by number 4.
Couple of yards by number 4.
Don't see him on my roster.
Don't see him on the roster, but sometimes, they do change out numbers.
We'll find out his name.
Try to get his number. It's 2nd down and 10.
And you had a little hitch pass right there. A little receiver puts his foot in the dirt, gets that football, takes it about 3 yards, 2nd and 7.
Correction, make that 2nd and 7. That was a 3-yard gain for Perry. Carter, shotgun.
Fumble.
Snap, he falls on it. Probably a couple of yards lost, and it's going to set up for a 3rd and long. And now Calvary's defense that got them off the field once. Terrell County's 0 for 1 on 3rd downs.
And that's something else to watch out for, that quarterback center exchange early in August. You haven't had these repetitions with the center, the quarterback, things like that can happen. So big 3rd down and 9 right here for Calvary if they can get back-to-back stops to open up the game.
Remember last time Carter took off on a 3rd and long. What does he do here with trips to the far side? Carter back to pass, throws, and that is caught by Perry for a 1st down.
That was a very good catch right there by Jalen Perry. Kind of got his arms up there, extended them, made the great catch. It'll be 1st down right here.
First down of the game. Terrell County on the move as the ball is at the 44-yard line.
And the Green Wave are trying to improve on a 4-5 record last year. They are in single A, double Division 2.
Class 1A, Division 2 in the same league as Schley County, Manchester.
Yeah, they're in the same region as Early County, Miller County, Randolph Clay, Pelham, teams like that.
Hand off to Perry, and he's get stuffed. Nothing but green jerseys. He ain't going nowhere. Nate Stokes on the tackle, as well as Caleb Lewis. That brings up 2nd down and 10. And that's the one thing. Calvary worked on the weight room in the offseason. They knew that they had to control the line of scrimmage if they were going to make that transition to the GIAA.
Yeah, and it's a big jump going from to the end to the GAPS to the independent. So we'll see. They're going to be stacked up against teams like Brookstone and Pacelli in town. So excited to see Calvary take on some of those teams later on in the season.
Showing blitz. Carter evades out of the pressure. Carter throws, and that's a little short for Jalen Perry, and it's going to bring up 3rd down. Good defensive coverage by Calvary.
And it looks like Perry and Lee are definitely his targets he's looking for Carter. He seems to be getting a little pressure and can get outside the pocket a little bit, so he's not scared to either tuck and run it or get outside the pocket and make a throw.
Terrell County is 1 for 2 on 3rd downs. Ball is at the 45-yard line. It's a 3rd down and 10.
And Calvary's in a 4-3 right here. Maybe a nickel package, maybe in 1 extra DB. Yeah, they dropped the extra DB right here, so they're really in more like a 3-5 right here.
Well, this is manageable for Carter because Perry picked up the 1st down last time. Carter back to pass, throws deep. It is incomplete, out of bounds, intended for Perry, and that will bring up 4th down.
And like I said, you're going to hear a lot of Perry and a lot of Lee tonight. seems to be the guys he's looking for.
And those are the 3 captains. I mean,
all seniors.
All seniors. Terrell County, looking at their roster, they field about the same amount of players as Calvary. I mean, they are a GHSA school, but they are in a small town in Dawson, which they play in Class 1A. And that's the type of players you get, is like just about 30, 40 players.
35 kids on this Calvary team, probably around the same amount. And there's another penalty right there on Terrell County, going to back them up 5 yards, going to be about 4th and 14 here.
Yeah, it's just going to give them a little bit more field position for Calvary. Luke Scoggins is back to return this punt, and he could take it to the house.
And he may be a little deep right there, honestly. The last punt only went about 10, 15 yards. He may want to scoot up just a little bit right here. We'll see what happens on the punt, but he's probably about 25, 30 yards deep right here.
He knows the punter's range.
Oh, low snap.
Oh, he's going to have to take off.
No.
He's got some room. Carter picks up the first down. What a play. It was a busted play, a low snap, and Carter made a play, found a hole, and Terrell County is in Calvary territory.
And you got Michael Carter.
Now at Glenn Smith GMC and
And there was just no coverage over there on the left side right there for Calvary. They're all expecting a punt, and you have a little botch play, and now you got another first down. So now this is kind of 2 chances for Terrell County, and you're going to try a third stop right here for Calvary. Let's see if the third stop is a good luck charm right here.
The 6'4" senior, he is a playmaker, and he made the biggest play of the game for Terrell County Green Wave. Ball's at the 39-yard line. 4 wide receiver set. Carter in the shotgun. I formation. The handoff is to Perry. Or Lee. Montarius Lee gets in, and he's going nowhere as Caleb Monroe with the stop.
Yeah, and also 24 right there. Hamilton's in on that play as well. So
we've called his number a lot last year for the championship team that went all the way to the GAPS championship.
Yeah, so just some players to watch out for on Calvary's defense tonight. Like we've already talked about, Lou Scoggins, Josh Jackson. You got 24, Darnell Hamilton, and then 90, Caleb Monroe. Just some guys to kind of watch out there for tonight. And we'll see if they can get a big stop right here on the 38. Terrell County's on the 38-yard line, trying to get some points here in the first quarter. 5:55 left on the clock.
2nd and 9. Ball on the 38. Man in motion. Carter. The give is to Perry. Perry, jet sweep. And he does get about 5 yards. Taken down on the play was Nate Stokes, and it brings up a 3rd and manageable situation. Tyler, this is 4-down territory, right?
Yeah, you got to imagine right here. I mean, you're looking at like a 55-yard field goal in this territory. You're looking probably 3rd and 6 right here. You just want to try to pick up 4 or 5 yards, make it manageable for 4th down. I'd look for some type of quick out, maybe a quick slant, maybe another hitch like we saw earlier, a screen, something quick. Get it out the quarterback's hands quickly.
Carter back to pass, quick pass over to Perry. Perry makes a man miss, trying to dive for the first down.
Right
He's
there.
Short, but they're going to go for it.
Yeah, they're going to go for it here on 4th and 2. And they've already gone. They've already had to punt twice on 4th down. Have kind of a 4th down conversion. So we'll see right here if they can get this other 4th down conversion right here on 4th and let's say 2 yards, maybe a long 1.5. I mean, it's about 2 yards.
Well, they are 1 for 1 on 4th down conversions.
Yeah.
That was a turnover on that first one where they had to punt. And Calvary is led by their head coach, Emmanuel Brunson, his 2nd year as the Calvary Knights head football coach. He came over from Pacelli. He was the middle school coach, also the coach at the club team for Columbus State.
Timeout. I think they either had too many men on the field. They couldn't get the play call in, play clock issues, something like that, so they had to call a timeout right there.
We'd like to thank our presenting sponsors, Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC, for an exceptional car or truck buying experience. Head to Glenn Smith Chevy GMC in Opelika, Alabama, with over 300 new and pre-owned vehicles on the lot. Many still covered by factory warranty. You're sure to find the perfect ride. Start your journey today at glennsmith.com. Whether you're from Georgia or Alabama, discover why Glenn Smith, they say, get ready to smile.
And my bad.
And Pepsi. Hey there, Tyler, we got some Pepsis right here. You're going to go eat somewhere after the game. You know what's nice when you have like a burger or a pizza, a nice, cold 20-ounce bottle Pepsi that we see right in front of us.
Can or bottle. It's got to be can. It's got to be can or bottle.
It's got to be cold. But if you're thirsty for something refreshing, it's time to crack open a Pepsi. And I'm gonna age myself here. I'm 45 years old. Pepsi is a choice of a new generation.
And you got some other scores in town. They did kick off down in Hamilton. It's 0-0 Manchester and Harris County.
Oh,
and then also 13-0 now in the Northside Shaw game as well.
Battle of North Columbus. We do have Carver down in Otis Spencer taking on Whitewater as well. Here we go. Fourth down.
And the crowd's getting loud in here. Let's see what happens.
Here we go. Carter. He's going to take it himself. He's got an open crease. Actually, that was a direct snap to Montarius Lee.
Yep.
And Terrell County picks up the first down.
So they're trying to get the ball in Lee's hand, number 3, and Perry's hand, number 4, as much as they can, getting it to them. Direct snaps, hitch routes, sweeps. I mean, they're trying to get the hands in their playmakers' hands early and often.
And one thing about this drive by Terrell County, long drive that's keeping their defense on the sidelines. And that is very important when you're only dressing 35 players.
Exactly, and like I said, it's August. Kids are going to get tired. You're going to see some kids cramping here in the second half, and we'll just see which team can hold up better.
Carter, back to pass. Throws, and that is incomplete, intended for Cordarius Perry, and it brings up second down.
There's number 4 again for Calvary. Maybe a little bit early, but did time it well. Was not there early enough for the referee to call a penalty right there, so we'll see what happens. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, that call could have gone either way, but now Carter has got a 2nd down and 10.
And they like this little 3 wide receiver, 4 wide receiver formation with the running back right there next to the quarterback in shotgun. Another sweep.
Lee gets taken down for a loss. Number 24, Darnell Hamilton and Josh Jackson on the tackle.
Yeah, Josh Jackson came right there and swept him up right there at the end, made sure he wasn't getting any yards. But I think there is a penalty.
Oh, and
I think I see a penalty flag all the way.
And a personal foul, face mask.
That will be
a face mask right there, they said.
Face mask. Automatic first down. That's a huge penalty on Calvary. Keeps this drive alive, and Terrell is on the doorstep of the end zone. Ball at the 16-yard line.
It's going to be a first down here off that personal foul on Calvary, so I know they have a 2nd down on the marker, but it's going to be first down here for Terrell County.
And Tyler, it is hot out there. The players are they're taking their time with this. They're trying to get every breather they can.
I mean, Calvary's defense has been on the field now 3 straight drives. Literally have not come off the field with the botched punt and then also the 4th down conversion. So we'll see what happens. First down and goal here for the Green Wave.
Carter in the shotgun. 2 wide receivers set to the near side. Bunch formation. Carter, low snap. He falls onto the football, and that's going to be a huge loss on the play. It'll bring up 2nd and goal.
And that's already the 2nd or 3rd snap you've kind of seen on the carpet right here. So that's something Terrell County is going to have to, when they get off the field, kind of make some adjustments because you can't have that football on the ground too much. It's already the first quarter. We've already seen it 2 or 3 times.
And we've seen a lot of breaks that Calvary's defense has been on this field in this entire time. They've got to take advantage. It's a 2nd and 16. Carter, pump fake, back to pass, and it is incomplete. That was intended for number 6, Cordarius Perry.
And that was a nice hit right there by Hayden Hutchinson at the end of the play to make sure that ball was incomplete.
And that's going to bring up a 3rd and 16.
and third and goal as well. So they either have to get a first down on some type of penalty, or score a touchdown right here, or go for it, of course.
I do think, the scoreboard does say 3rd and 16, but you're right, Tyler. It is a 3rd and goal. This is definitely, I'm wondering, we have not seen their kicker. If they don't get it here, is Carter back to pass? Plenty of time to throw. He's looking to the end zone, and he's got the man, Jalen Perry, for the touchdown.
He looked out of bounds to me, but they do call it a touchdown. And there is no review in high school football.
They're not going to review it. What a play.
Now at Glenn Smith GMC in Opal.
Them score. You didn't stop them twice. 3rd and 16 right there, 3rd and goal, and they do get bailed out by that big play. So we'll see what happens right here and see how they can respond on offense.
Calvary has got to respond on offense for anything to give their defense a breather, because right now this game has been controlled by Terrell County. As we get a timeout on the field, we'd like to thank our sponsors, Terry Johnson Agency, who has been serving the community for over 30 years and helping people save money on all their insurance needs. Whether you need home, auto, life, or insurance for church, look no further to Terry Johnson Agency, a proud supporter of Georgia Alabama Sports Live since the very beginning. Zaxby's, football is back. You know what that means. Tailgating season is in full swing. When it's time to feed a crowd, Zaxby's has got you covered. With ultimate platters, load up on our famous wings, tenders, crispy fries, buttery bread, and refreshing drinks, all at a right price that won't break the bank. Justin Humphreys and the team at the Phoenix City location is ready to serve you. Also, we'd like to thank our presenting sponsors, Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC and Pepsi. Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Richard Holdridge, Tyler Crowder here on the broadcast. A fantastic quadruple header, because we got Noah Shelton at Gator Night, Rick Beach from Kudzu Sports up in Manchester for Harris County, Manchester, Thrift Behringer, Mike Peacock over at Kinnett Stadium for Shaw Northside.
And you really do just love this time of year in Georgia. You have
oh, it's a fake, and he's trying to get in the end zone, and
another low snap,
very low snap.
They got to figure out the snapping issues with. We'll see what happens.
2:59 left to go here in the first. Terrell County leads Calvary Christian 6-0 as you are watching high school football here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. We'll be right back after this.
Now at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika, the full-size GMC Sierra 4x4 crew cabs discounted up to a giant $15,000 off. GMC Canyons with plenty of power and excellent towing ability, up to $5,000 off. And the roomy and enjoyable compact SUV, the popular GMC Terrains, up to $6,750 off.
Choose from over 500 new and used vehicles on the lot or on the way to Glenn Smith and Opelika. Get ready to smile.
Hey, grab me one too.
Back here at Calvary Christian, Tyler Crowder, Richard Holdridge here on the broadcast. That's a squib kick to Luke Scoggins. He's going to return it. He's at the 20. He can make a man miss, and he does. Scoggins is at the 30. Stiff arm gets taken out of bounds at the 33-yard line.
And that's his first time he's got his hands on the football, and he doesn't have a nice return down to the 32-yard line. And Calvary's going to take over on offense for the first time tonight with number 10, Nate Osborne, as the starting quarterback for your Calvary Knights tonight.
We saw Nate Osborne with some action last year. He was the backup to Luke Zavak, and now he is the starter for the Calvary Christian Knights, a junior, also listed as a middle linebacker.
And you do have number 2, Josh Jackson, who's also on defense, and number 14, who's that, Jack Evans. So both those guys were on offense, so we'll see what happens.
Pump fake, Osborne, too high for Silas Johnson.
And he did have him open right there.
He did.
Had him open, nice read, but maybe a little antsy right there on his first pass of the season. You know, we'll try to connect with number 3, Silas Johnson, maybe on the next go-around.
One thing I noticed about Calvary's offense last year, they like to throw the football. And Nate Osborne, he sat under Luke Zavak. He's going to throw the football. He's shown that he can throw it.
And Nate Stokes, number 12, is the lineup at running back, right beside the quarterback in a shotgun formation. He's also played a little bit defense tonight.
There's a handoff to Stokes. Stokes gets about 3 on the carry, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
And since you didn't get anything right there on first down, it is nice to get 3-4 yards, make it manageable right here, 3rd and 6. Look for some type of, combination route, out route, post route, out route, in route combination right here from both sets, and a Cowboy set, 4 receivers.
3rd and 5. Scoggins in motion. Osborne, the handoff is to Stokes, and Stokes gets a big hole in the first down.
There was a big gap right there. That was a good little trap play on 3rd down, little draw. And that's a first down right there for number 12, Nate Stokes. So incomplete on first down, 2 runs right up the middle. We'll see what happens here. First down for the Calvary Knights on about the 46-yard line.
Osborne going hurry up, trips to the far side. Osborne in the shotgun. Back to pass. Throws in the flat, and that is going to be caught by Luke Scoggins. Scoggins dives for the markers, and he gets very close to the first down.
Think he's going to be a little short. Going to be maybe 2nd and 1 right there. That's the kind of plus plays you want on first down. 8-9 yards, make it super manageable. Maybe run the ball right here on 2nd down, give yourself a chance. If not, maybe you could take a shot right here on 2nd down and 2nd and 1 as well.
That outside speed, and it gives them a 2nd and 2. Osborne back to pass. Throws over to Josh Jackson. He gets tripped up close to the marker. I don't know if he got it. It might be a
He didn't get any, and they're unfortunate right there because he kind of got blocked in. Scoggins right there on the block kind of got blocked into him.
He got it. They're going to give it to him. Calvary is in Terrell territory, trailing 6-0 as the first quarter winding down. Osborne handoff to Stokes. Stokes gets a block.
And he run into his own teammate right there, number 8, Trey Cutter. So got him about 3 yards.
And it gets taken down by Montarius Lee. If Lee wasn't there on the tackle, I think that Stokes probably would have picked up the first down. He had some open space.
And you see a lot of times now in high school with the wristband. So the coach is kind of signaling in the plays right there to the quarterback, who then relays the information to the rest of the team. So they're all wearing wristbands tonight. You see it looks like the majority of the skill players are wearing the wristband.
Osborne back to pass. Got time. He can run with the football. Rolls to his right, and then is caught by Luke Scoggins for a Calvary first down.
That was a real good job right there by Scoggins, not quitting on his route, going with the quarterback to the sideline. That was a very good job. And then 10 saw him very late, was able to get him the ball for a nice first down.
Great play call as Osborne rolled to his right. As the ball is on the 23-yard line. Osborne in the shotgun. Back to pass, gives it to Stokes. Stokes trying to make a man miss. He didn't get a whole lot. Taken down in the backfield by number 25, Ramarian Thomas.
And you're going to see some wide receivers. They're going to come in and out because they're looks like they're running routes on almost every play. So them guys are getting tired. They're playing both ways. So, like I said, look for possible cramps and things like that to happen on.
It's the end of the first quarter. Terrell County leads Calvary Christian 6-0 as you're watching high school football here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. That's why these reads were
Now at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika, the full-size.
Hey, grab me one too.
Truckloads of fresh inventory are rolling into Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika. Check out the powerful new Chevrolet Silverado 4-wheel drive crew cabs, discounted up to $13,750 off. Chevy Equinox with discounts up to $6,000 off. And listen to this, 2024 Chevy Blazer EV, as low as $295 a month. Brand new Chevy Blazer EV, 24 months lease, just $295 a month.
Get ready to smile.
I'm thirsty.
Try this.
Starry.
It's a lemon lime soda that's crisp, clear, and
So refreshing.
bro, chill. It was a soda. Starry lemon lime soda. It's different.
Now at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika, the full-size GMC Sierra 4x4 crew cabs discounted up to a giant $15,000 off. GMC Canyons with plenty of power and excellent towing ability, up to $5,000 off. And the roomy and enjoyable compact SUV, the popular GMC Terrains, up to $6,750 off.
Choose from over 500 new and used vehicles on the lot or on the way to Glenn Smith and Opelika. Get ready to...
Back here at Calvary Christian, start of the second quarter on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Richard Holdridge, Tyler Crowder here on the broadcast. As we're switching sides of the field as Osborne, he's got a pretty good drive here. He has a couple of first downs.
Yeah, definitely what you want to see for your first possession of the 2024 season right here for Calvary, getting some first downs. They're going to throw the football.
Snap, Osborne. Long pass out of the hands, the fingertips of Luke Scoggins, incomplete, and they'll bring up.
No, there is a penalty flag.
There's a flag.
There's a flag, and it may be a late hit situation or a helmet-to-helmet type situation. Looks like it's going to be. It looks like it's going to be against Terrell County, so we'll see what happens. But something right there with the quarterback. I'm not sure if it's a hit to the head, late hit. We'll see right here.
Well, those penalties have been costly for both teams. They have sustained drives.
And that's something to watch out for. Like I said, the first game of the season, you're going to see that happen. So
there you go. It's on Terrell County.
Roughing the passer.
That is going to be huge because not only are they going to get the first down, they're going to tack 15 yards, and they're going to be close to about, I would say, the 15, depending on where the ref is going to mark the ball.
Inside the 15.
It's going to be about the 13-yard line. 6-0 is your score. Terrell County took the opening drive for a touchdown, but Calvary is trying to respond on their first drive of the game. Osborne in the shotgun. The handoff to Stokes. Stokes actually made two people miss, and he goes for a couple of yards. I thought he was taken down in the backfield.
Yeah, they got some nice penetration on that play. Calvary's offensive line, got to step up a little bit right there, but he did make a nice play and at least avoided a tackle for loss. So 2nd and 9. I'd look for some type of combination route right here on the left side. They're in trips, something maybe in the end zone, maybe a wheel route right here by number 3. Something we'll see what happens. Motion by number 8.
Trey Cutter, bad snap. Got to get under it, and Stokes falls on the football. It's going to be a huge loss, but it was fortunate that was not going to be a turnover. We actually do have a player down for Terrell County.
And like we're going to continue saying, got to keep the ball off the ground for both teams. So snapping, the quarterback center exchange is so important, and you don't really think about it. It happens every single play, but it is very, very important. The quarterback center exchange kind of starts everything. So
some out-of-town scores. Whitewater and Carver both tied at 6 down at Otis Spencer Stadium. Northside leading Shaw in the second quarter, 13-6. We'd like to thank our sponsors, Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC, for exceptional car or truck buying experience. Head to Glenn Smith Chevy GMC in Opelika, Alabama, with over 300 new and pre-owned vehicles on the lot, many still covered by factory warranty. You're sure to find the perfect ride. Start your journey today at glennsmith.com. Whether you're from Georgia or Alabama, discover why at Glenn Smith they say, get ready to smile. Hey there. Thirsty for something refreshing? It's time to crack open a Pepsi, the perfect drink to quench your thirst and fuel your day. Whether you're chilling with your friends, catching the game, or just need a burst of bold flavor, Pepsi is your go-to choice. In fact, we got some Pepsis up here. We're definitely going to have a Pepsi once we go get some dinner. And also we want to thank our sponsors, Terry Johnson Agency, who's been serving the community for over 30 years, helping people save money on all insurance needs. Whether you need home, auto, life, or church insurance, look no further than Terry Johnson Agency. And Zaxby's. Hungry? It's time to treat yourself to the mouth-watering goodness of Zaxby's. Timeout is over.
3rd and 23 right here for Calvary. It's not, they don't technically have to get a touchdown, but they're going to need to get a nice chunk of yards right here.
Osborne back to pass, feeling the pressure, rolls to his right. He does have some open space. He's going to throw on the move, and it's going to be incomplete. Intended for Stokes. He had 2 defenders draped all over him. It's going to be 4th down, and
yeah, he was just trying to make a play right there on 3rd and 23, trying to give his offense a chance, you know.
And I'm wondering if this is the kicker's range.
Yeah, we'll find out right here.
Connor Coleman is out to attempt the field goal. And look, Tyler, we've seen a kicker in high school football kick a 47-yard field goal last year when Harris County beat Russell County. So we know that.
And this is going to be about a 42-yard field goal right here. So, I mean, this will be a nice kick right here for the number 13.
The snap, the hold, the kick. Coleman's kick is long enough.
Oh.
It is
plenty of range.
Good, and that could have been at least 55 yards as Calvary gets on the board.
Yeah, that was a great kick right there for 13. That's going to give yourself some confidence going into the season, hitting a 42-yard field goal, your first kick of the season. So very good kick right there from
ice water in his veins.
Got to give a shout out there to Connor Coleman, the junior kicker, number 13 for Calvary Knights right there with the boomer 42-yard field goal.
6-3 is your score with 10:46 left to go here in the second quarter as Terrell County leads Calvary Christian here on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live.
And if you're Coach Brunson right there, you got to be happy to get some points right there on the board.
No question.
You know, and you want to see your defense come out here and make some more stops, get off the field on 3rd down. So we'll see what happens for Calvary. But, you know, definitely something to improve on next time they get the football. Going to try to put the ball in the end zone. And you have the playmakers, number 3 and number 4 for Terrell County, Montrez Lee and Jalen Perry. The guys are trying to get the football in their hands any way they can.
Coleman to kick it, a deep kick, and that is going in the end zone, and it sails in the end zone.
This guy's got a pretty good leg.
That's how you want to kick it.
No, we got another flag on the football field.
Yeah,
let's see. That's got to be offsides. Some type of.
Then they might make them re-kick it.
Yeah. False start on the offense.
Yeah, and it's
someone was moving.
That was a very good kick, and now they're going to make them re-kick.
Yeah, so you're probably going to get some type of return right here from Terrell County. But, man, the star of the night right here for the Calvary Knights has got to be their kicker. Touchback, 42-yard field goal. So
Connor Coleman, he's got the only points of the game for Calvary Christian, making their GIAA debut.
And I know they're excited to move up and face, a little bit more competitive teams moving up now to the GISA. And they form that natural rivalry with Pacelli and Brookstone.
That's what it's about. Coleman, he's going to place it at the 35-yard line.
He's going to have to really kick this football right here to get it back in the end zone.
He's got the leg to get it at least to the end zone. But I think it's going to get returned by either Lee or Perry.
So you can't leave early. You got to wait on the kicker to kick that football, and then you can't cross.
A line drive kick, and it's
about the 5-yard line. Another fumble.
Oh, by Lee, and he bobbles it. He can't get it. Calvary has got to take advantage and try to get him, and he's still in a flag. He goes out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Probably going to be a hold on the return.
And sometimes you see when those returners bobble the football, they set up these lanes sometimes that become open so that he was able to get about 20 yards on the return, 20, 25 yards, but there is a penalty. We've seen a lot of flags here in the first half.
And let's see what the penalty is on, as Calvary would love to try to pin them back. A very good drive by Calvary on offense that let their defense take a breather. But let's see what the penalty is on.
You got some guys coming in for Calvary going to try to get some of their starters some time off. You got both teams going to have both guys going both ways all night. So,
and Tyler, it's still hot out there.
It's very humid here in Georgia.
Very.
Been 95 degrees all day. I mean, it was actually a pretty nice day today, but you're still going to deal with those types of cramps and dehydration and things like that. So we'll see what happens. And you see Calvary over there, their quarterback working with the center. So they're trying to get the quarterback-center exchange. And we'll see if Terrell County can do a better job of that here in the second quarter.
Backed him up on the 4. There's the handoff, and it's a big hole by number 3, and he gets the first down. Montarius Lee, and they get it all back on that run.
That was a nice run right there by 3. Lowered his shoulder at the end of the run, got him nice 12 to 15-yard gain.
It gives Terrell County some breathing room as well because they were pinned back on the 4-yard line.
Yeah, so Terrell County likes to run. Looks like to do some inside zone, some sweeps, possibly some trap plays. You got the right guard right there pulling. So nice play right there by number 2 and who's that, number 18, number 10? No, 18.
Nate Osborne?
No,
playing.
I don't know what number.
We'll get his number, but that's
24. 24. Darnell Hamilton.
No gain on the play. It'll bring up 2nd down and 10. Montarius Lee on the carry.
And they're finally giving Lee a breather over there on the sideline. He's got his hands on the football a couple times tonight. Something about that band playing in the background on high school football nights in the state of Georgia.
Carter, pump fake, throws, caught. Oh, what a catch by Jalen Perry. He had 2 defenders on him.
And although that was a completion, it was kind of a dangerous throw off his back foot, ended kind of double coverage, but the receiver does make a nice play, and they're right at the they're going to pause for a measurement right here, or go ahead and give him a first down.
Yeah, they decided just to give him the first down.
So two nice chunk plays to start the second drive, I guess, right here.
Carter, low snap. Carter's on it. That's the 3rd time that he has had a low snap.
Yeah, they're going to have to figure that out because you can't continue to do that all game. You're stunting. You're really stunting your drive. Now you're 2nd and 13, negative play. So we'll see what happens right here on 2nd and 13. Maybe look for a pass play, get some of those yards back. You got Luke Scoggins, number 1, coming off the field. He's been all over the field tonight.
Yeah, he's just been the Swiss Army knife for Coach Brunson and that Calvary offense and defense.
So now you have a sophomore checking in at safety, Caden Avery. So a young guy. We'll see what he does right here.
There's the
It'll be a little misdirection.
Play fake, misdirection. He does have some open space, and he does get some of that yards back. Michael Carter gets about 4 yards on the play.
Yeah, a little quarterback counter right there. A little faked it to the running back, kind of followed the guards to the left side. Going to put them in a 3rd and 9 situation right here for Terrell County. And look for, like, the playmakers, number 3 or number 4. He's going to be looking for Jalen Perry or Montarius Lee right here.
3rd and 9. The Calvary defense just trying to stay on their heels, don't give up any big chunk plays.
And this is right here when you want to try to get after that quarterback. These 3rd and long situations right here. Look for somebody on this Calvary football team to go after and get the quarterback right here on 3rd down. Trips right here, shotgun formation, little wheel route.
Russian 3. He's got some open room, and he will not get the first down. Good job.
Going to be 4th and 3, 4th and 2 right here from the 35-yard line. Interesting to see.
Do you go for it on the 30?
They've had issues. They've had issues all night snapping the football to the punter. I would not be shocked. Right here if they do go for it. But it does look like they're sending the punt team on. The quarterback definitely wants to go for it.
Got to watch out.
They're having a discussion. They may take a timeout here. I wouldn't be surprised right here.
Quarterback wants to go for it. He thinks that he can pick up this first down.
I wouldn't be surprised if they do take a timeout here. They're talking about it. Some of the players want to go for it, so we'll see.
Ball is at the 34-yard line. Luke Scoggins is back to resect this punt.
And looks like they're going to go for it. He's kind of stepping up right here, so they don't really let you know.
Carter.
Nope, it's a punt.
He's going to punt it. It's a squibbly punt, and it's going to take a friendly bounce. And it's still rolling, and that's a very good punt that's going to fall right at the 19-yard line.
Got about 15 extra yards right there on that bounce. So may want to try to pick that up next time, but we'll see what happens on Calvary's 2nd drive of the night.
All right, this broadcast is brought to you by Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC. Ready for your next vehicle? Visit Glenn Smith Chevy GMC in Opelika, Alabama, where a wide selection of over 300 new and pre-owned vehicles await you. Many with factory warranties. Glenn Smith is committed to making your car or truck buying experience smooth, simple, and satisfying. Check out glennsmith.com to explore our inventory and start your deal today. Calvary with the ball on their own 19-yard line. Osborne, the pass to Stokes. Stokes makes a man miss, spins around and gets about 2 on the play.
Yeah, so the quarterback number 10, Nate Osborne's trying to get the ball into Nate Stokes' hands, Scoggins' hands, also number 2, Josh Jackson's hands. Those are some of the playmakers that we've seen in this opening first half of the 2024 season for Calvary, trying to matriculate the ball down the football field.
I love that, matriculate. Osborne, back to pass, pump fake, rolls to his right, looking for a man, throws, and it's caught by Silas Johnson.
Number 3 right there, and that was a nice catch by the sophomore wide receiver.
And it's going to be short of the first down. They'll bring up about a 3rd and 3.
I look for some kind of play action, screen, draw right here on 3rd and 3, like something quick, something that maybe can get you the first down and then maybe get you some more yards like here on a chunk play, maybe like a screen, hitch, something real quick and get the ball in the quarterback's hands.
Trips to the far side. Osborne, back to pass, rolls, throws, caught, very close. Luke Scoggins right at the marker.
Now, I think they're going to be a little short right here, but I wouldn't be surprised Calvary goes for it right here on 4th and 1.
It's close. I would, and it's a first down.
You really can't tell up here, where the spot is. So we're trying.
We're doing our best.
We're trying, but there is no yellow line like we're watching on TV.
We always watch that yellow line on TV.
So it's a little different up here, but that is a nice first down right there by the Calvary Knights. Quick pass on the 5-yard hitch route.
Scoggins in motion. The jet sweep is to Scoggins. Scoggins trying to get some blockers, and he will not get the blockers. Jalen Perry takes him down for a big loss. Good play by Jalen Perry to anticipate the jet sweep.
Yeah, and you got the same guys making plays on both sides of the field for both teams. I mean, you look at number 3, you look at number 4, and then you look at number 1, and it's the same guys on both teams. So you got to watch out for attrition. You got to watch out for stamina. Like I said, August cramps are going to happen in the second half. Let's see how both teams hold up here with 4:45 left in the second quarter.
That was a loss of 6 yards on the play. It's 2nd down and 16. Osborne back to pass. Steps up, rolls to his right, and he's going to take off, and he gets about 4 yards.
He does get knocked down on the sideline right there, but there is no penalty on the flag.
They're not going to call the flag. They'll bring up 3rd and 12.
And that's why his first down is so important. You want to try to get 3-4 yards on first down so you're not in those 3rd and 14, 15 situations, but they do at least pick up some yards, and it's going to be more like 3rd and 12 right here. So look for some type of pass play. Wheel deep out combination, post across the middle, deep slant. We'll see right here what they do. It'll be a 5-step drop by the quarterback.
Osborne.
And number 3.
Pass, feeling the pressure. He gets taken down for the sack.
And that's something that the Calvary is going to have to work on because Terrell County has been getting some pressure early on. And that was a great play by Camarion Mays, number 11 for Terrell County, with the sack and big tackle for loss.
Big stop by Terrell County. They're going to get the football back in pretty decent field position. Jalen Perry, who has the touchdown reception in the first quarter, is going to be back on to return this punt.
And watch that quarterback. Watch the snap right here. These snaps are very important early on in the season. You don't want to see it bounce back there. You're deep in your own territory at the 20. You got some kids running on here late. Let's see what happens with the play. But, definitely got a block right here because you do not want to give Terrell County the ball in the red zone.
Right. Connor Coleman back to punt. The snap, the punt, it's a line drive. It falls right in front of Perry. He's going to take it off the bounce, and he's got some running room, and he slips on the field. Good job.
Nice 15-yard return right there by number 4, Perry, who's their punt returner. Yeah. Do it all specialist.
Do it all.
Cornerback, wide receiver, running back. He does it all.
And they got good field position. He slipped on the field. Otherwise, he would have had a lot more on that return. But we do have a flag on the play.
There is a flag on the play.
As this game is brought to you by Terry Johnson Agency, looking for an insurance you can trust. The Terry Johnson Agency has been the cornerstone of our community for over 30 years, offering personalized coverage to fit your life, from home and auto to life and church insurance. We've got you covered. At the Terry Johnson Agency, we don't just provide insurance, we offer peace of mind. Proudly supporting Georgia Alabama Sports Live because We believe in the power of our community.
Personal foul against Terrell County.
We got a personal foul on Terrell County. So this
Going to mark them back 15 yards.
Going to back them up.
But it will be 1st and 10, but it will be a 15-yard penalty. Late hit, personal foul, something like that.
And the thing is, they still get the football. It's just they're not going to have the field position they had. This could completely flip the field. Calvary's going to have to take advantage. They already stopped them once on defense. See if they can do it again.
So they're going to start the drive on the 40-yard line, 60 yards to go. And I wouldn't be surprised right here to see maybe an inside zone or some type of sweep play on first down. Trying to get those 3 or 4 yards are very, very important.
Carter.
Within 3 minutes, too. You got 3 minutes on the clock, so almost in a 2-minute situation.
Something to factor in. Carter, back to pass, steps up, throws. It's long and just out of the reach of Perry.
And he had him beat, and the offensive line did a great job right there, blocking up front, gave him a clear pocket to throw into. Nice little 40-yard play, but was incomplete. Overthrew him just a little bit right there, Richard.
Just overthrew him. This is an important drive for Terrell County and for Calvary, because if Calvary could stop them, they get the ball to start the second half.
Yeah, so they can maybe get the double dip right there, get some points right before you go into halftime.
We know some famous NFL coaches that like to do the double dip. Carter, handoff is to Lee. Lee gets a block. It's about 8 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 2.
Another penalty on the field. I think it's going to be a late hit on Calvary. And that's the thing, and when these high school games, the whistles, you kind of hear the whistle late. There's actually a lot of hits that could be called or not called, so it's really up to the referees how they're going to police the game tonight. And it looks like they're throwing the flag out there. You see some yellow on the field tonight, and it looks like it's going to be a personal foul, some kind of late hit on Calvary.
Yeah, with 2:28 left to go until halftime. Terrell County leads Calvary 6-3.
Face mask.
Yep.
So there was a face mask on the play. I didn't see it, but, I guess if the referee called it, it happened. Yeah. And that's what they say. We'll see.
Exactly.
Some argue with that. But
automatic first down for the Green Wave of Terrell County.
And it's kind of been a slower slower second quarter than it was in the first. Had a lot of stuff going on in the first quarter. 2:28 left here in the second quarter. Both teams got to be at least happy with how it's going so far. Both teams in the ball game, and we'll see if Terrell County can get some points before the half, or if Calvary can come up with a big stop.
Carter, handoff to Lee. Lee gets about 3 yards on the play, taken down by number 16 for Calvary Christian, Hayden Hutchinson.
And Calvary's doing a nice job of tackling. They're going to have 3-4 guys in on every tackle, so they are doing a good job of that. Wrapping up. Technique is very important early on in the season, something you work on. But with the limit, you're limited on the amount of time you do get with the pads on.
Right.
So, you do like to see some clean tackling here tonight. And Calvary's doing a nice job of that, wrapping up on most plays.
Well, I tell you what, Calvary has come to play in their first game in the GIAA. It's been a back-and-forth game. Terrell County leads 6-3.
It's been a good matchup, especially earlier on in the season. You want to play somebody who has the same kind of skill set as you, and it looks like these guys want to get the ball in the same kind of playmakers' hands on each side of the football.
And the handoff was to the backup running back, Kamarian Mays, who made a big tackle on defense. So they're going to start giving some other players some
Yeah, you're going to have to. I mean, these kids can't
Yeah.
play every single snap. I mean, it's just you can't do it.
That's going to bring up a 3rd, and the ref is trying to spot it. Looks like a 3rd and 5.
They're going to back them up 5.
It's holding on Terrell County.
And that's a drive killer right there.
It is. Especially when you only got 1:28 left to go until halftime.
That'll back them up 10 yards. We'll go ahead at 2nd down and 16 from the Calvary 46-yard line.
And they're calling it a 2nd down and 16.
And this is something right here. You want to try to get some pressure. You want to try to get a tackle for loss here on the quarterback. Probably going to be looking to pass or some type of draw right here.
Carter, play fake, rolls to his right,
bootleg.
steps up, throws, and that is caught by Perry.
Wow.
How did he catch that? Makes a man miss. Makes another man miss. Still on his feet and gets taken down to the 29-yard line. What a catch. How did he make 3-man miss?
I'll spoil that right there for you guys. That was not intended for number 4. He actually threw that ball to the other receiver, but number 4 made a great play on it.
Look at this play. He's rolling to his right. It wasn't meant for him.
Was not meant for him, but he does come in there, make a play, and then he makes a bunch of guys miss.
What
1,
a heads-up play.
2, 3. Number 6 was the intended receiver right there, but number 4, their big playmaker, number 4, Jalen Perry with the catch, and some nice moves afterwards.
I tell you, the story for Terrell County has been Jalen Perry. He has the touchdown reception. He's had some incredible third down catches, and just what an incredible catch. But Tyler, with 50 seconds left to go until halftime, it's 3rd and 2.
And it's 3rd and a long 2 right here. So
yeah,
Terrell County's going to have to block. I wouldn't be surprised if Calvary's kind of sends some type of blitz, something to make the quarterback try to think, because they're going to try to get the football out of his hands pretty quickly right here, I'd imagine. And I want to see what happens right here on 3rd and long 2. And Calvary does have some timeouts left, so if they can make the stop, maybe they can try to double dip and get some points right there before halftime.
And Terrell County doesn't have any timeouts left, so you've got to at least try to go for the end zone, because you put it on the ground, you're going to eat up clock. You're going to have to hurry up to the line and spike the ball. But the first things first, they got to get the first down. It's 3rd down and 2.
First down, 3rd and 2. They're in that shotgun 4-man.
Carter feeling some pressure.
Gonna have to get rid of the football. Oh, with the big hit fumble.
And Calvary.
No,
incomplete.
Incomplete pass.
They're calling it an incomplete pass. I thought he fumbled the ball.
I don't know about that ruling.
You gotta take a look at this replay.
I'm not
Tyler.
sure about that. I want to see this replay.
You got to give credit to Caden Avery on the blind side.
A tuck rule right there.
That
really
was a fumble.
That looked like a fumble to me.
Wow.
That was a great hit right there. Like I said, you didn't want to hold the football that long right there on 3rd and 2. That was a big play by Calvary. Unfortunate that it's not a fumble recovery right here.
Unfortunate.
But they're going to go for it on 4th and 2. I mean, they're at the 35-yard line. We'll see what happens.
43 seconds, 4th and 2. Carter, low snap. Back to pass. Steps, throws, and we're going to get a penalty. And incomplete. And that play will not count.
Pass falls incomplete. There is a flag on the play.
Looks like a false start on the offense. Now they may punt the ball on 4th and 7.
Do they have the 10-second runoff in high school football?
Yeah, I don't think so. I wish we had the replay system, because Calvary might have replayed that last sack right there.
And we'll just keep replaying it on the video. But it was a huge play, because Calvary would have got the ball. Terrell County would have had no points. You have a drive getting ready to go into halftime. If you don't get any points here, that is just a huge momentum killer.
And at the end of the day, they are going to go for it, because I
Why
think
not?
30 seconds left. You're inside the 40. Why not look for some type of, like I said, like that long post play that they scored earlier in the game.
Carter back to pass.
7's wide open.
Oh, he's got plenty of time. Now he's going to take off. And Carter
Be a big stop right there for Calvary.
big stop. Number 16, Hayden Hutchinson, another big tackle.
And it'd be interesting to see right now. The clock is.
They're going to let the clock just run.
The clock
down.
is running. Okay, so yeah.
20 seconds. Calvary's going to get the football with 20 seconds left.
There's another flag on the play. It's been a flag-filled first half.
Oh,
right
it
here.
has. A lot of penalties in this game.
And that's something both coaches are going to have to tighten up with next week after you watch some film of this game. But at the end of the day, it is the first game of the season. They're going to get better. They declined that penalty. Interesting to see what they do with 20 seconds here. Do you try to
air
make
it
a
out?
big play? Do you try to run a draw or a screen, something, try to see if you can get a chunk play closer to then try to throw a Hail Mary? Or do you just run it, knee it, and take it to the half down 6-3?
How aggressive does Coach Brunson play it here when you know you're going to get the ball to start the second half?
They have 3 timeouts as well.
They
got 3
You gotta
timeouts,
watch out
20
for that.
seconds. So I think they're going to try to see what happens here on first down, see if they can get a nice chunk play. And then if it goes bad or something happens, maybe second down, just knee it.
And you remember, you got Connor Coleman who can kick a 50-yard field goal.
Yeah, already look.
Trying to get in the field goal range.
Yeah,
tie this game up.
So that means you'd want to get about to the 35-yard line to put him in his kind of range from what we saw on his first kick.
Yeah, with 20 seconds, this is doable, especially with 3 timeouts.
So you got to get about 30, 35 yards right here. So I think they're going to try to make a play.
4 wide receivers. Osborne back to pass. Rolls to his right, and he gets taken down for a sack.
And that's going to do it for the first.
That's going to do it for the half.
That's going to do it for Calvary right here in the first half. They're just going to take it in. No reason to run another play right here. and you regroup and you come in the second half and you're down 3-6.
Yeah, that sack was
6-3.
by Cordell Small. And that's the half. Terrell County leads Calvary Christian 6-3 in the debut of Calvary in the GIAA. We want to thank our presenting sponsors, Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC, for an exceptional car or truck buying experience. Head to Glenn Smith Chevy GMC in Opelika, Alabama, with over 300 new and pre-owned vehicles on the lot, many still discovered by factory warranty. You're sure to find the perfect ride. Start your journey today at glennsmith.com. Whether you're from Georgia or Alabama, discover why. At Glenn Smith, they say, get ready to smile. Hey there, thirsty for something refreshing? It's time to crack open a Pepsi, the perfect drink to quench your thirst and fuel your day. Whether you're chilling with your friends, catching the game, or just need a burst of bold flavor, Pepsi is your go-to choice. And this broadcast is also brought to you by Zaxby's. Now, Tyler, picture this. Perfectly seasoned chicken fingers, crispy crinkle fries, and that signature Zax sauce. You know you want it.
Can't leave out the Zax sauce.
Oh, yeah, and I like ranch and Zax sauce. Sometimes I'll mix them together.
I'm telling y'all, hot honey mustard from Zaxby's.
There you go.
Secret. It's a secret.
Hey, Terry Johnson Agency, he's been a huge supporter of Georgia Alabama Sports Live since the beginning. And Terry Johnson Agency has been serving the community for over 30 years, helping people save money on all their insurance needs. Whether you need home, auto, life, or church insurance, look no further than the Terry Johnson Agency, a proud supporter of Georgia Alabama Sports Live. We're at halftime where Terrell County leads Calvary Christian 6-3 as the bands are going to be playing at half. We'll be back with the start of the second half right here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Smith GMC in Opelika, the full-size GMC Sierra 4x4 crew cabs discounted up to a giant $15,000 off. GMC Canyons with plenty of power and excellent towing ability, up to $5,000 off. And the roomy and enjoyable compact SUV, the popular GMC Terrains, up to $6,750 off.
Choose from over 500 new and used vehicles on the lot or on the way to Glenn Smith and Opelika. Get ready to smile.
Hey, grab me one too.
Truckloads of fresh inventory are rolling into Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika. Check out the powerful new Chevrolet Silverado 4-wheel drive crew cabs, discounted up to $13,750 off. Chevy Equinox with discounts up to $6,000 off. And listen to this, 2024 Chevy Blazer EV, as low as $295 a month. Brand new Chevy Blazer EV, 24 months lease, just $295 a month.
Get ready to smile.
You may take the field in performance.
Now at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika, the full-size GMC Sierra 4x4 crew cabs discounted up to a giant $15,000 off. GMC Canyons with plenty of power and excellent towing ability, up to $5,000 off. And the roomy and enjoyable compact SUV, the popular GMC Terrains, up to $6,750 off.
Choose from over 500 new and used vehicles on the lot or on the way to Glenn Smith and Opelika. Get ready to smile.
Hey, grab me one too.
Truckloads of fresh inventory are rolling into Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika. Check out the powerful new Chevrolet Silverado 4-wheel drive crew cabs, discounted up to $13,750 off. Chevy Equinox with discounts up to $6,000 off. And listen to this, 2024 Chevy Blazer EV, as low as $295 a month. Brand new Chevy Blazer EV, 24 months lease, just $295 a month.
Get ready to smile.
I'm thirsty.
Try this.
Starry.
It's a lemon lime soda that's crisp, clear, and
So refreshing.
bro, chill. It was a soda. Starry lemon lime soda. It's different.
Now at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika, the full-size GMC Sierra 4x4 crew cabs discounted up to a giant $15,000 off. GMC Canyons with plenty of power and excellent towing ability, up to $5,000 off. And the roomy and enjoyable compact SUV, the popular GMC Terrains, up to $6,750 off.
Choose from over 500 new and used vehicles on the lot or on the way to Glenn Smith and Opelika. Get ready to smile.
Hey, grab me.
Please make sure you go out and support these local businesses that support your Calvary Knights. Attention fans, we do have a key fob that has been turned into the press box. If you have lost a key fob, please come up to the press box to retrieve.
The Connor Coleman, rather. How about the 48-yard field goal to make it 6-3? And that's where we are in the first half.
And, you know, at the end of the day, you got the first half's over with. You kind of scrap that, and you try to move forward here and try to get some yardage on first down, second down, to make those third downs a little bit more manageable for the Calvary Knights. They've got the ball in some playmakers' hands. Look for, you know, those same guys to be big impact makers here in the second half.
And Calvary will get the ball to start the second half, and Luke Scoggins is back deep to accept this kick. Tyler, we've got some pretty interesting scores around the Chattahoochee Valley.
Yeah, let me catch you guys up on some of the scores we have around the Columbus and Tri-City area. So we'll go over to Connett Stadium. We're at Thrift's game. 26-6 Northside over Shaw, so they do have the early lead there in the third quarter. Harris County Manchester tied 0-0
Wow,
going into the
battle.
third quarter. Justice Terry, of course, the big 5-star prospect for Manchester. Harris County's having to deal with him tonight. Kendrick up 38-0.
The Kendrick Cherokees.
Kendrick Cherokees over there.
There you go.
38-0. And, of course, your Carver Tigers, always a powerhouse in the city of Columbus.
Yeah.
12-6 over Whitewater. And the opening kickoff for Terrell County goes out of bounds for Calvary. And Calvary's going to get the ball here to the 35-yard line, I think.
Good field position. We'll try to get the score updates for Pacelli is hosting Stratford Academy at Diamond Field. Brookstone is on the road against Tatnall. Columbus on the road against Miller County. Jordan on the road against Bremen. Of course, the Spencer-Dooley County game was canceled because Dooley County's players, they didn't have enough to field a team.
Oh, man. You hate to see that.
Yeah.
And also Pacelli. I think that's a rematch of the state championship 2
years ago.
So interesting to see what happens over there.
I believe that was a 12-0. Cam Ellis was the quarterback during that time. Osborne in at quarterback, ball at the 35-yard line. High snap, he's going to roll to his right, and he throws it out of bounds. Nowhere to go with it.
Just throws it away, and that's honestly the best thing they could have done on that play. No one was open. The Terrell County defense has done a nice job of locking up some of these receivers for Calvary, and they're also getting a little bit of penetration. This defensive line against this offensive line, so we'll see if they try to hit you with some type of screen play, some type of quick play to get the ball out of the quarterback's hand, so you don't have to deal with this pressure.
Osborne with 4 wide receivers in the shotgun. The handoff to Stokes. Stokes makes a man miss. And he gets right back to the original line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Will bring up 3rd and 10.
And it's going to put you in that 3rd and 10 category, which you just hate to see. You hate to be in that 3rd and 10, 3rd and 15 range. There's not a lot of plays you can draw up right here to get you 10 yards, but we'll see what happens. Try to have an explosive play down the field. We'll see what happens right here. Look for some type of streak down the middle of the field post.
Maybe with blockers in front, maybe a running back screen. Osborne. Back to pass, feeling the pressure. The pocket's collapsing. He tries to get away, and he gets sacked, taken down by number 11, Camarion Mays, who's had some big plays on defense all night, and it forces Calvary to a 3-and-out.
There's not much the quarterback can do right there. I mean, he's dealing with 3-4 guys in his face. He doesn't have much time to throw, and Calvary's going to have to scheme some stuff up over here on the sideline, trying to make some second-half adjustments because the Terrell County defensive line is definitely doing a job on the offensive line.
All right, back to return this punt is Jalen Perry and Montarius Lee.
They got the 2 guys back here, so look for maybe some type of reverse right here on this punt return. They do have 2 guys back there, which is, normally you only see 1, so look for some type of trick play or some type of fake reverse as well.
High snap, there's a punt. It's a high punt that sails right in front of Perry. He's going to take it off the bounce, and he gets an extra 10 yards. Makes a man miss, and slips down.
If he wouldn't have slipped, he may have took that thing to the house. He had a wide open lane over here to the left side.
So Terrell County starts with good field position, up 6-3 early on in the 3rd quarter. Richard Holdridge, Tyler Crowder.
And we have another penalty there on the football field.
As Tyler making your Georgia-Alabama Sports Live broadcasting debut.
I'm very excited to be here. Thanks for having me, Richard.
And you've been a veteran in this industry. You've had a podcast. You've done broadcasting at Columbus State. I mean, you've had many guests on your podcast. I mean, so you've been around, and it's exciting just to cover sports.
Oh, yeah, I enjoy it. I love it. I do this because I love the game, not only football, but just sports in general. These kids are not only competing out here on Friday night, but you learn so much more from the game. And these are memories you're going to have with your guys 10, 15, 20 years down the road, and you're still going to be talking about what happened on the Friday Night Lights. It's just something
exactly.
special.
We do have a penalty on Calvary. It's going to put Terrell County in good field position. They're in Calvary territory. Ball at the 44-yard line. Michael Carter in at quarterback. Trips to the near side. And the handoff to Lee. Lee gets a couple of blockers, gets about 2 yards on the play.
Good job right there containing him, not letting him outside right there. And again, you got 24 on the tackle. We've called out his name a lot here on defense tonight. Number 24, Darnell Hamilton.
Yeah, Darnell Hamilton was the big defensive end on last year's team that went to the Gap State Championship, lost to Skipstone Academy, just 1 yard away from putting that in the end zone and winning the Gaps championship. It would have been their first since 2020. But now they are in the GIAA. And Carter.
You got some
Perry,
motion over here.
In motion. Jet sweep. Perry
got
trying to find. He's still on his feet. He gets some blockers. Perry gets across the marker for the first down inside of the 31-yard line. What a play. Perry is a playmaker, made a couple of guys miss, and he picks up the first down.
Yeah, and all he had to do was make that first guy miss, and then he did end up getting about 7 or 8 more yards after the play. There's a Calvary football player down on the football field right here.
We'd like to thank our presenting sponsors, Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC. Ready for your next vehicle? Visit Glenn Smith Chevy GMC in Opelika, Alabama, where a wide selection of over 300 new and pre-owned vehicles await you, many with factory warranties. Glenn Smith is committed to making your car or truck buying experience smooth, simple, and satisfying. Check out glennsmith.com to explore our inventory and start your deal today. Join the thousands from Georgia and Alabama who discovered why at Glenn Smith you're always leave with a smile. This also is brought to you by Pepsi. At work, at home, or on the go, grab a Pepsi. Turn your break into a celebration because life's too short for the ordinary. Choose Pepsi and taste the thrill. And I'm going to throw 2 pop culture references from Pepsi. Chill Out. You remember that from the early 90s with the hand gesture, and A Choice of a New Generation.
You got me there, Richard.
Well, you remember, like, Pepsi in the 80s and 90s, so way before your time.
A little bit before my time. I don't remember the Chill Out one.
The Chill Out was the hand gesture one. Michael Carter in the shotgun. Pump fake.
He's got a receiver
He's
deep.
got time. Rolling to his right. Throws, and it's low, incomplete. That was intended for Perry, I believe. That's Cordarius Perry intended for him. And that's going to bring up a 2nd and 10. So Calvary needs to come up with a stop here, down 6-3. I mean, this has really been the story of the night, is just the moving the ball down the field, battle of field position, costly turnovers, penalties.
Yeah, Terrell County's had the ball the majority of the game. I mean, Calvary's had, what, 3 possessions? So they're doing a nice job of moving the football. If they could do a little
look at that. Lee gets slipped up. Otherwise, he would have.
They're doing a nice job on 2nd down. They are doing a nice job on 2nd down, but on 1st down, they do seem to, kind of be sputtering a little bit. But they do get enough yards right there for another 1st down. I mean, they've got to have at least 10, 12 1st downs here tonight. And Calvary in the 2nd half has some guys coming up. I think you got number 4 over here cramping. That's something to look out for.
And off to Lee. Lee gets a couple of yards, and Calvary was waiting for him. And that's the thing. Both teams dress about 35 players. So we've spotlighted at least 4 or 5 key players, but you get into the 3rd and 4th quarter, you start getting fatigued.
Yeah, and Calvary's again substituting another guy right here. Number 14's coming out. He's been on the field all night. So 25 comes on the field, 6 comes on the field. 10.
And we have a flag.
Another flag, man. Penalties.
Unsportsmanlike on Terrell County. That is going to back them up.
That's just something you can't have right there. That's just something you can't have.
Terrell County
if it's a dead ball penalty, then it's going to be a 15-yard penalty, and I think it's going to be what?
It
first
is.
And
oh, man.
First and 25?
That's going to put him on the 32-yard line.
We'll see what they call right here.
The marker's right at the 10. I mean, that is.
So that's no 1st down. They're going to redo the no.
They're going to say 2nd down and probably 18. 2nd and 20.
2nd and 20. Yeah.
Second down and about 20.
Yeah. Wow.
Now they have the 3rd down. Yeah, there we go. 2nd down at 20.
So Terrell County out of the GHSA Class 1A Division 2 out of Dawson, Georgia. About an hour south of Columbus.
Is it 3rd and 20 or is it 2nd and 20?
It says 3rd.
We're having a little mix-up
2nd and 20
here.
now, so we got the scoreboard. Carter, shotgun.
Uh-oh.
And feeling the pressure. And what a catch by Perry, a spin move. Are you kidding me? Michael Carter was feeling the pressure from Caden Avery.
And he's hurt. He's coming up limping right here a little bit. I don't know if that's.
My.
And it could be just a cramp. He's been on the
so.
field the entire night. But, man, Scroggins right there, I'm talking about a millisecond too late right there. I mean, made a nice play on the ball, but ended up being a nice catch right there for the first down by number 4, who's having himself a heck of a ball game.
He's definitely the player of the game. Jalen Perry with some incredible catches in this game. Carter.
Bad snap.
Bad snap. He's going to roll to his right. And a flag on the play.
It's going to be a holding penalty.
Yeah, that's going to come back. His helmet comes off. Carter was just trying to take it himself.
Some extracurricular activity right here. And this is huge right here. I mean, I'm not sure if Terrell County is going to try to kick a field goal.
I don't know if they have a
I'm not sure if they're just going to go for it on all 4 downs, but I mean,
I would guess their kicker would be the quarterback. He's been doing the punting and the kickoff.
Yeah, this is big right here because they're inside the 15-yard line.
Oh, this is 4 down territory.
Now they're going to back them up. So it's going to be first or second down here.
One thing, Tyler, Calvary needs to get a stop because you don't want this to be a 2-possession game.
Yeah, and you also want to try to get the ball and try to see what you can do with some 7 minutes left here in the third quarter as well. You don't want to be down the entire fourth quarter trying to come back. That's just a little bit too much pressure right here, first game of the season. So you want to try to go ahead and get the lead before you go into the fourth quarter. But we'll see if they can at least hold Terrell Too many men on the field.
Yeah, another flag. But
a little sloppy football here.
My opinion, Calvary Christian, their first GIAA game, playing a GHSA school, first time in school history. They were playing in the gaps. Calvary does belong in this league. They have proven they can go toe-to-toe with any public school or any private school in the GIAA. I'm excited to see what Calvary could do in the GIAA, taking on Tatnall, Stratford Academy, Mount DeSales, Brookstone, Pacelli.
And this is a good game for both teams to start the season. I mean, this is a pretty fair matchup. You had Calvary coming off a 7-5 season last year, of course, in a lower division, and then you had Terrell County go 4-5. So
that quarterback keeper.
That was a great play
down.
by 90.
Play.
Caleb Monroe.
Monroe.
And you're going to need to see some more of that from this Calvary defensive line. I mean, they haven't had too much pressure on the quarterback, but that was a very, very big play right there on first and I think it's 26, but it's actually first and goal.
Yeah, they're going to call that first and goal. They don't
second and goal, second and 26.
Second and goal. They don't even have the markers out there. But
you got big old number 75, man. He's a big old joker, 75 right there for Terrell County.
They've been in this position before, but let's see what Harris can do, or Carter. Michael Carter, 4 wide receivers, got a running back in the I formation. Carter, hand off to Lee. Lee trying to get some space, gets about 3 yards on the play. Taken down by Nate Osborne.
And Terrell County's, they've converted some 3rd and longs here tonight, especially in the first half. So even though it's 3rd and 21 right here, 3rd and goal, I wouldn't be surprised to see a chunk play right here from Terrell County. It doesn't look like they're going to, it looks like this is 4-down territory. I think they're too far away to kick a field goal, but we'll see what happens right here on 3rd and goal.
Ball at the 22-yard line. 6:04 left to go here in the third quarter. 6-3 is your score. Carter.
Pass play.
Back to pass.
Uh-oh.
Throws. Intended for Perry. Into the end zone. Broken up. What a play by number 3, Silas Johnson. That's textbook corner play by Silas Johnson.
That was a heck of a play because the quarterback definitely gave his receiver a chance right here. We're going to see the replay on
Look at that. There's no flag on this.
And it's just a go route. He likes the matchup. He's got a one-on-one, and the DB does a great job defending that play right there in the corner of the end zone, and he has a nice little celebration right there at the end.
4th and goal. Do you try to kick the field goal, try to pin him deep, or you try to go for it?
At the end of the day, I think they may just try to throw this one up in the end zone right here, and even if it does get picked off or something like that, at the end of the day,
it's like a punt.
It's basically a touchback. I mean, it's like nothing right here. So I think that's what they're going to try to do. I think they're going to try to throw this one up in the end zone and see what happens, or maybe hope for a penalty.
Here comes Caden Avery.
Oh, my God.
Oh!
He had him.
He had him.
That was a great dive by 15 right there. Nice play, but he just could not come up with the grab.
Quintavian Huckabee intended receiver. Turnover on downs. Huge stop by Calvary.
And maybe that was number 25.
I want to say, 25 as we're looking at Romarian Thomas, the junior. But what pressure by Caden Avery. He has been on Carter's blind spot all night.
And this is going to be an interesting drive to see right here. Calvary came out with a dud on the first drive of the first half of the second half. They're going to need to try to – they're going to have to go 70-plus yards right here to get a touchdown. Bad snap.
That's a bad snap.
Oh, and he falls on. He doesn't fall on it, so he can still – and he's cramping up.
Yeah.
12's cramping up. He's been on the field all night, and he's cramping.
Yeah, that was
Charlie horse. He's got a Charlie. Get him some pickle juice. Get him some mustard, because these guys are. Telling you, 12, 1, 3,
they
14. They play both sides, and they don't come out much. And now 24, Darnell Hamilton, the linebacker standout, is now having to come in and play some running back / fullback for the Calvary Knights.
Yeah, Nate Stokes with a big loss of 4 on the play. It's 2nd and 14, but luckily that wasn't a turnover as Osborne. The handoff is to Hamilton. Hamilton is just moving the pile, getting about 2 yards on the play. And he looks like a big fullback in there, and Terrell County did a good job stopping him. Now it's going to be a 3rd and 14.
And that's what, early in the season, defense normally does have the upper hand over the offense early in the season. They haven't had that many games. They haven't had that many scrimmage games. So normally you do see these kind of slugfests to start the season. 0-0 over there in Hamilton with Harris County and Manchester, and 6-3 over here with Calvary and Terrell County. Big
Osborne
3rd down.
In the shotgun. Feels some pressure. He's going to escape out of the pocket. He's going to throw, and it's going to be
first down.
Caught by Josh Jackson. He's above the chains. He's at the 41, and a first down for Calvary.
And they're going to have to move him out of the pocket. This Terrell County defensive line is getting pressure on this Calvary offensive line. So the quarterback's going to have to make some plays outside the pocket, and that was a great play by Jackson right there, getting about 15 yards and a first down for your Calvary Knights.
Yeah, dialing up the play. The play just – but the play broken, and he rolled out of the pocket, and that's what Nate Osborne does. He makes plays with his legs.
And you needed that right there on 3rd and 10.
Hand off to Hamilton. Hamilton gets a big chunk of yards, about a 5-yard gain on the play.
That's all you need right there, 3, 4, 5 yards on the first down, and you put yourself in a very, very good second down. And the head coach, he wants some tempo right here. He wants some tempo. These guys are getting tired. He wants to play in a little bit quicker, actually. He wants the ball snapped right now. Snap the football.
Osborne. Hand off to Hamilton. Hamilton gets right back to the line of scrimmage.
All right, so you're going to have another 3rd down. They did get 4 or 5 on the first down, so you're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 6, 3rd and 5. You got a player down for Terrell County, so this is kind of like a mini timeout right here for Calvary.
Yeah, what you're doing here is you want to try to flip the field. You want to try to eat up some clock. But we want to thank our sponsors, Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika. Get ready to smile. Visit your journey today at glennsmith.com. Pepsi, always delicious, always refreshing. Get your Pepsi today. Tyler and I have got our Pepsi. Terry Johnson Agency, who's been here since day one supporting Georgia Alabama Sports Live for your insurance needs. Home, auto, life, church. Look no further than Terry Johnson Agency. And Zaxby's. Perfectly seasoned chicken fingers, crispy crinkle fries, and that Zach's signature sauce. And, they just came out with those chicken tacos, too. Those are really nice as well. The avocado ranch and then the chipotle. They got some great chicken tacos. Zaxby's, always great. Visit the Phoenix City location. Justin Humphreys can serve you right there. He's been a supporter of Georgia Alabama Sports Live. I know we had our tailgate. That first high school game day we had some Zaxby's there. It was just delicious.
And big play right here from Calvary on 3rd and 6. I would maybe look for a trick play.
Possibly.
Or some type of shot down the field right here on 3rd and 6.
Osborne, he's going to have to nope, he does not get it. He gets taken down for another sack, and Terrell County is right there for the sack, and it's going to force a punt. That was a big sack by number 3, Montarius Lee.
And the quarterback's frustrated, and that was a big play right there on 3rd and 6. You just wonder how many more chances Calvary's going to have tonight. Maybe 2, possibly 3 more possessions with the football, but we'll see what happens. But he's a little upset right now, dealing with some pressure, and they're going to have to try to clean this up. They're going to have to try to scheme something up, because right now the Terrell County defense is holding up pretty well.
I tell you, the Calvary defense, with the exception of that 3rd and goal play for the touchdown, has played fantastic all night.
Yeah, both these defenses have played well.
Oh, and it blocked.
And that's off another player. It's still going to go about 15, 20 yards.
They get the friendly roll.
Inside the 40. There's a penalty on the play.
Let's see what.
Hopefully for Calvary, it's on Terrell County, but we'll
maybe
see.
offsides. I mean, Terrell County got in there quick.
And it wouldn't really matter. It's 4th and 12, so offside wouldn't be a
they
first
make them
down.
Re-kick it?
They would make them re-kick there on 3rd and 7.
Would make them re-kick. Let's see what the penalty is. Just a reminder, tomorrow morning we've got high school softball, Calvary Christian and Northside, as I will be on the call for that. Northside was in a fantastic game against Harris County yesterday. 7-6, Harris County walked it off. That place was packed, and you saw it right here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Rick Beach from Kutsu Sports on the call.
Yeah,
Rick
hate to see
Beach
my Patriots not come out on top in that matchup. But,
yeah,
they're coming off a state championship last year.
The Northside Patriots, 2-time state champions, Harris County.
And they got Northside's old coach, right? They got
Brandon Jenkins is the coach at Harris County.
So we'll see what happens. That was a good game yesterday. That was a good high school softball game.
Northside leading Shaw in the 4th quarter, 33-6. Carver over Whitewater, 20-6. Stratford Academy is 14-7 over Pacelli at the half. And how about Kendrick over the Walker School, 38-0. The debut of Coach Emmanuel Mayo Brown.
Do you see the Chattahoochee County score on there?
Now, Chaco is at Mount Zion.
Bruce Figgins making his coaching debut for the Chattahoochee County. The former Georgia Bulldog, Bruce Figgins.
Gotta love it.
Columbus local legend.
Absolutely. All right, we're trying to make some discussions here on what this call is.
And it's on Terrell County, so they're going to be backed up inside their own 30. A lot of penalties here tonight. I mean, this is something both teams are going to have to watch the film. This is something they're going to have to clean up, but it's something you expect with football in August. It's just like you watch a preseason NFL game. It's almost unwatchable. There's so many penalties, so you got to cut down the penalties here. And that's something both coaches are going to focus on next week.
And really, when you look at scrimmages, you don't really have any things coming out of the playbook. You play your JV team, your 9th graders. I mean, so everybody is playing, and you're not really showing anything.
Yeah.
This is the first game that is of the season. You have the playbook and just trying to.
It's going to take a couple weeks to get into a rhythm.
Carter, handoff to Lee. Lee's got some room. He's on the right side, and he's got a first down and more, and he bulldozes his way out to the 48-yard line.
And there's a penalty on the play.
Maybe a late hit out of bounds.
And his helmet popped off.
His helmet did come
that was a nice hit on the sideline right there, but a nice gain, about a 20, 25-yard run right there for number 3 for Terrell County. And some of these athletes for Terrell County are getting better as the game goes on. They're not getting tired. They're kind of wearing down this Calvary team who is gassed right now. I mean, you look at this team.
No question.
They got guys all over the football field who have played probably 50, 60 snaps tonight on offense and in defense, and you can tell. I mean, they're tired.
2:06 left to go here in the 3rd. Terrell County leading 6-3 over Calvary Christian. Calvary making their GIAA debut. They were in the Gaps last year. Lost to Skipstone Academy in the Gaps Championship right here on this field. We were here on the call for Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
And it's going to be a late hit out of bounds, or it could be a personal foul, helmet-to-helmet type situation. His helmet did pop off. Hate to see that right there, but, Terrell County is going to try to take advantage of this now inside the 40.
Next week, Calvary Christian will play their first GIAA game. They will be in Macon taking on Stratford Academy, which is leading 14-7 over Pacelli right now at the half.
That's going to be a good measuring stick for this Calvary football team to see how they match up with the.
No question. Lost the football. Carter stays on it.
And the ball keeps going on the carpet, but they're not turning the football over. Calvary just can't get that turnover on defense that they need. But, I mean, they're coming so close.
They are.
They just can't get the football.
I mean, their defense have played spectacular all game.
You can't be upset about one touchdown given up on, after 2 or 3 chances that they were given.
Carter, hand off to Lee. Lee trying to make a man miss, trying to move the pile, maybe gets a yard.
It's going to be 3rd and 10 right here. Another big 3rd down for this Calvary football team. See if they can get off the field right here.
And I do believe this is 4-down territory once again, because I don't think you're in no man's land at the 40. Unless you try to, if you don't get anything here, you could try to pin Calvary deep.
Yeah, they may punt the ball right here. Just depends on how many yards they get right here on 3rd down. Let's see if they can try to get the 1st down. And they're kind of in this overstacked formation on the right, no receivers on the left. Football's on the field, and he's on the ground.
Yeah, he falls on it again. That's going to be
they're going to punt the football right here. They're not going to chance it. They're going to punt the football to Calvary. And Calvary's going to have yet another chance going into this 4th quarter. And Calvary's going to have to scheme something up. They're going to have to look for some type of big play to Scoggins or Jackson or the running back, 12. One of these guys got to make a play for their football team. But Terrell County's having some issues getting guys in and off the football field right here.
Yeah, Luke Scoggins back to receive this punt. He's over at the 10-yard line. Calvary might send some players to block. Oh, almost got it, but that's gonna roll.
That's a good little punt right there.
That was a good punt. It rolls
inside
the
15.
Yeah. And you're not kicking it to Luke Scoggins.
Yeah, and you got 5 seconds left, so you got one more play in the 3rd quarter, and then we got the nice barn burner coming down here in the 4th quarter here at Calvary Christian School over in North Columbus.
Tyler, we got some Pepsis up here in the press box. When I'm really wanting something crisp and refreshing, with my meal, I want to grab a Pepsi. Feel the fizz, taste the excitement, grab a Pepsi, and dive into that crisp, refreshing taste. It's more than just a drink. It is a vibe. Also, our presenting sponsor, is Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC up in Opelika. Get ready to smile. Osborne, handoff to Stokes. Stokes, he bulldozes a player, gets about 5 yards, and that is how the 3rd quarter ends. We got one more quarter to go, Tyler.
You're going to see all these players throwing up that number 4 to represent the 4th quarter. Let's see what all that work in the summer, all the lifting weights, all the summer workouts you have to go to, all the 7-on-7s. Let's see if all that pays off for either of these teams right here in the 4th quarter, as it all comes down to this.
We got the start of the 4th quarter coming up here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Terrell County leads Calvary Christian 6-3, and we'll be back.
Now at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika, the full-size GMC Sierra 4x4 crew cabs discounted up to a giant $15,000 off. GMC Canyons with plenty of power and excellent towing ability, up to $5,000 off. And the roomy and enjoyable compact SUV, the popular GMC Terrains, up to $6,750 off.
Choose from over 500 new and used vehicles on the lot or on the way to Glenn Smith and Opelika. Get ready to smile.
Hey, grab me one too.
Truckloads of fresh inventory are rolling into Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika. Check out the powerful new Chevrolet Silverado 4-wheel drive crew cabs, discounted up to $13,750 off. Chevy Equinox with discounts up to $6,000 off. And listen to this, 2024 Chevy Blazer EV, as low as $295 a month. Brand new Chevy Blazer EV, 24 months.
Can I have a 1st down by this?
Start of the 4th quarter here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. What a run by Nate Stokes to move the chains. That's exactly what Calvary needs, to get a 1st down and get some momentum.
All right, so 1st and 10 right here.
Osborne He's got 4 wide receivers. Back to pass, play fake, and that is in and out of the hands of number 14, Jack Evans.
And he's banged up on the play.
He is. And it's going to be 2nd down and 10. So you're starting to see some of the reserves play in the fourth quarter. A lot of these players have played both sides of the ball for the entire game. This is where fatigue starts to factor in. But can Calvary Christian get a drive to try to get this lead? Osborne, back to pass, throws.
Oh, no. Oh,
that's a hit. Oh, number 7 for Terrell County, Caleb White.
That looked a little early. Looked a little early to me. It looked a little early. I want to see the replay on this.
Yeah, the fans are wondering where the flag is. That was intended for Luke Scoggins.
It did look early.
Yeah, it did look early, but it's 3rd and 10. 11-14 left to go here in this game.
And another 3rd and long for Calvary tonight.
Osborne in the shotgun, trips to the far side. Timeout. And we'd like to thank our presenting sponsors, Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC. Are you ready for your next vehicle? Visit Glenn Smith Chevy GMC in Opelika, where over a wide selection of 300 new and pre-owned vehicles await you with many factory warranties. Glenn Smith is committed to making your car or truck buying experience smooth, simple, and satisfying. Check out glennsmith.com today and get ready to smile. Also, we're brought to you by Pepsi. Feel the fizz, taste the excitement. Grab a Pepsi today and dive into that crisp, refreshing taste that only Pepsi can deliver. It is more than a drink. It's a vibe. Also brought to you by Zaxby's. If you're hungry, it's time to treat yourself to the mouth-watering goodness of Zaxby's. Whether you're craving our famous chicken fingers, saucy wings, or a fresh salad, Zaxby's has everything you need to satisfy that appetite. Justin Humphreys and the team at the Phoenix City location are here to serve you. And Terry Johnson Agency has been with us since day one. Proud supporter of Georgia Alabama Sports Live for all your insurance needs, home, auto, life, or church. We offer peace of mind. Timeout over. We got a 3rd and 10. Osborne with 4 wide receivers set. Back to pass. Steps up, throws, and it's caught by Luke Scoggins for the first down.
And that was a great play right there.
Whoa!
And you got a Terrell County player down. And I'm telling you, it's cramped. They're dealing with these cramps this fourth quarter.
And look at his grandfather, Phil Scoggins. He got it right on camera. He was right there to get that. What an incredible catch by Luke Scoggins on a 3rd and 10.
Great play.
Oh, man. Well, we knew that Nate Osborne can throw the football. Yeah, we do have a Terrell County player that is down at the line of scrimmage.
He's cramping up.
And we knew that was going to happen in the fourth quarter.
They better have the mustard and the pickle juice ready.
Yeah, see, you know about the mustard and the pickle juice.
Oh, I've had some mustard packets in my life.
Yeah,
it's not very fun when you just keep cramping and it won't go away and you think it's gone and then it comes back. And
now you've played at Northside. I mean, Northside has had some great athletes like Chattahoochee Connor O'Neill. You have Malachi Hosley, who's playing at Penn.
He's a heck of a running
back.
back.
He is incredible. We saw him 2 years ago against Warner Robins in that state playoff game.
Yeah, always root for the alma mater. I know they've had great past 2 seasons. Their football coach is doing a great job. They're up now. I think the game is finally over. 33-12 final. Northside over Shaw. That game started at 7 o'clock, so a little bit before us. That's why we're still have about 10 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. There's also been a lot of injuries, a lot of things happen in the fourth quarter. So this is kind of taking a little bit of time, but Calvary's marching inside now Terrell County territory, and we'll see what happens with this football player who's coming off the field. And you got guys all over the field playing. So, I mean, it's just it's going to happen. Cramps are going to happen.
There's no question about that. Hardaway's on the road taking on Jackson. Columbus trailing Miller County 30-3. We'll try to get you some score updates. Osborne, the handoff to Stokes.
And there's 4 or 5 Terrell County. I mean, there was just no one there, right? I mean, there was no Herschel Walker couldn't have got 5 yards on that play. I mean, there was 4 guys in the backfield before he even had a chance.
Demarion Huckabee interchanneling his Justice Terry on that stop.
That was a good play right there. And it's getting late here in the fourth quarter. You got 10 minutes left. You're down 3-6. You're not in field goal range yet, maybe 15 yards or so, and you may be. You're definitely trying to get in field goal range to give your kicker a chance to tie this up.
Osborne, 2-step drop, back to pass, rolling out, and he gets taken down for another sack.
And the ball's out. Ball's out.
The ball comes out.
I think they're going to rule him down on the field.
They will rule him down. That's going to be a 3rd and long situation.
And they're just having a hard time blocking some of these defensive ends for Terrell County. I mean, they're in the backfield. The ball is snapped, and they are just in the backfield. So something that Calvary's going to have to work on. Pass blocking is not easy. If it's easy, everyone would do it. Everyone would try to play offensive line, but you know everyone's trying to be the skill players. You know, offensive line is a very difficult position. So they got to clean that up a little bit. 3rd and 20 here. Let's see if they can try to make a big play.
And little short catch to the flat, trying to get blockers and not going to get it.
And see, and he throws the football after there may be a penalty right here.
That's unsportsmanlike.
They're going to throw the 15-yard penalty now. And so now they're going to punt the football around the 30-yard line. And that's just a big penalty. And they're backing up in reverse right now at Calvary.
Yeah, you hate to see that. He was frustrated because he couldn't pick up the first down, and
you got to keep your calm. You got to keep your composure. At the end of the day, yes, you're out here competing. You want to win, but at the end of the day, you can't throw the football and hurt your team like that.
So Terrell County is going to get the football with good field position, up 6-3, 9:27 left to go. Can Calvary Christian get another stop? Try to give your offense a chance to try to either tie the game or win it, but they got to stop Terrell County here.
And they got to stop number 4, Jalen Perry, who's back on the return.
Yeah,
the two-headed monster with
it's like thunder and lightning
with Liam Perry.
You know, they probably got to have to come up with a cool nickname. You know, you got Jay Jackson and Kingston Rivers over at Northside. I mean, when you have the dynamic duo, that's a pretty good punt. Let's see if they're going to get it. Takes a bounce.
Oh, no! He had every opportunity to jump on that football. Oh, man, that would have been a big play right there for the Calvary Knights.
Why play it on the squib like that?
They need to coach him up right there. Just get away from the Peter.
Get away from it.
Peter, get away from the football. You hear that, Peter? Get away from the football.
You do not want to pull a Kyle Williams in the NFC Championship in 2012. Oh, man.
Giants, was that 49ers?
Yeah.
I remember that.
As a 49ers fan, that's still giving me nightmares.
Yeah.
Because he did it twice. Kyle Williams. Ball is at the 32-yard line with.
And look right here that they're going to try to get 4 or 5 minutes off the clock right here, try to wear this thing down and go home with a 6-3 ball game.
Look at the blitz. Oh, and he got him in the backfield.
And I'm with Calvary right here. I'd send.
There you go.
You got 25 in on the tackle, 16 on the tackle, 24 on the tackle. You got 3 guys right there.
Darnell Hamilton, Hayden Hutchinson, and Caden Avery all on the tackle.
And if I'm Calvary, I'm sending the heat right here. 2nd and 15, 2nd and 13.
Send the house. Maybe get a turnover.
Neither offensive line is really holding up well against these defensive lines. I mean, these guys have been out there all night long.
Got another player for Calvary.
I like the pressure right here by the defensive coordinator from Calvary. I like to see maybe another blitz right here on 2nd down and see what happens.
Carter in the shotgun, 2 running backs. Look like some protection. And who else but Perry?
There's a big tackle right there now. 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3, 3rd and a long 2.
Get some of it back. But Jalen Perry's had just a phenomenal game. He's got to be over 100 yards receiving.
Yeah,
he's been their primary offensive weapon.
If I had to pick a player of the game, I'd probably have to go with Perry. He's a heck of a football player, and it's great that he's getting some film out there. for himself and put this out on Huddle and try to send it out to some schools because he's having a heck of a game tonight.
We appreciate the audience watching us in Dawson, Georgia.
Ball.
Is that going to be
Uh-oh.
live football?
Who's got the ball?
Who's got it?
Point.
Calvary ball.
No.
The ref pointed to Calvary.
No. Now the other referee comes
Hang
in.
on. They're discussing this.
Fourth down.
It's fourth down. Oh, my. I thought Calvary had the football.
That would have been a huge play and another football on the carpet in the fourth quarter.
Why would one of the refs point that it's Calvary's ball? You don't do a hand gesture unless you know for sure.
Yeah, I guess he thought he was turning the other way. We're going to see what happens right here on fourth down.
They are going to punt the football away. This is one of those plays you don't want to try to go for it on 4th and 5 because if you don't get it, you give Calvary great field position where they only need maybe 5 yards to kick a field goal. So Carter is going to punt this away. Got to watch out for the fake. And almost blocked. Oh, right in the backfield. Scoggins is going to receive it.
He's got some room.
He gets a block.
He's got some room.
Scoggins making a man miss.
Okay.
At the 50-yard line.
Oh. Got some extracurricular activity over here on the sideline. No penalty, but there's a penalty on the far sideline.
Let's see what the call is going to be. Right now, Calvary's at the 50 with 6:40 left to go. Calvary Christian has got to try to move the ball, but let's see what the penalty is going to be here. As this game is presented by Glenn Smith Chevrolet, GMC, and Pepsi. We also want to thank our other sponsors, Terry Johnson Agency and Zaxby's. Thank you for supporting Georgia Alabama Sports Live. It's Richard Holdridge. It's Tyler Crowder on the broadcast live at Calvary Christian, making their GIAA debut.
And another penalty on Calvary.
Live. It is on Calvary?
Yep.
That is going to be huge. They're going to make them re-kick it.
But wait.
No, they're going to back him up. Because Luke Scoggins, it looked like he was back in punting formation.
It now looks like there's going to be a first down now.
First down for Terrell County.
Wow.
That is huge.
I don't know what they call. I didn't see the penalty, but that is a massive penalty here with 6:30
That might be
left.
the play of the game. As Calvary's bringing the house. And not much there.
Not only now does Calvary have to make another stop, but now instead they don't get the ball at the 50. Now they're going to get the ball. If they do make a stop, they're probably going to get the ball inside their own 30-yard line. 6 minutes and counting.
Nate Stokes on the tackle. Tick, tick, tick. The clock is winding down.
You do have 3 timeouts, though, which is good. You got 3 timeouts here.
And then trying to throw it over to Perry. Perry making a man miss. He slips. Gets about 4 on the play. He'll bring up about a 3rd and 4.
Get that kid an ice bath ready because he's going to need it after this football.
He's played his heart out in this game.
He's a heck of a football player. I've enjoyed watching him make some plays tonight.
Well, I know Jalen Perry is got to get some looks from some colleges. They're probably watching our live feed and saying this guy is a playmaker. He could play at the next level.
Definitely.
He's had he made some acrobatic catches. I mean, you can't teach that.
And he's playing both ways as well, so he's
Carter,
played a lot of
feeling
snaps.
the pressure.
What?
That was tipped at the line of scrimmage, 4th and 4.
That was a dangerous play right there by the quarterback. Kind of no-look pass, kind of trying to see a receiver over there on the left side. There's a penalty flag, it looks like.
Let's see what it is, but right now it's 4th and 4.
No penalty.
All right, so here, do you go for it or do you pin them back? It looks like they are going to punt it away.
The quarterback wants to go for it, but I think he's wanted to go for it every time.
I think the quarterback just wants to try to put the game away.
Yeah.
But Calvary's going to get a chance. 5:27 left to go in the game. Calvary trailing 6-3, and Luke Scoggins is back to return this punt.
And you're going to need a big play by Scoggins right here on the punt return.
And there's a punt. There's a
bad punt. And it hits a Calvary player.
That was a heads-up play by Calvary to fall on the football by number 24, Darnell Hamilton.
Yeah.
And not bad. They do get decent field position at the 30-yard line.
And you got to look at the clock. You got 60 yards to go, 5 minutes and 22 seconds. This is going to be your best chance to either tie it up, take it to overtime, or get the go-ahead touchdown and crank some of this clock out so your defense can kind of come out there and stop them in the last possession. But we'll see what happens. Calvary's going to have a big play right here. I've been calling for it all night. I'd love to see a trick play on one of these plays.
Head off is to Hamilton. Hamilton going nowhere, taken down by number 24, Demarion Huckabee, as the clock continues to wind. This could be Calvary's last gasp, but they got to come up with something.
And Terrell County's got their safety playing about 15, 20 yards deep, right in the middle of the football field. They do not want to get beat deep. So Terrell County's done a nice job not really allowing the downfield plays as much tonight.
This has just been an incredible defensive battle from both teams. Terrell County, the GHSA school class 1A Division II. Calvary making their GIAA debut. Osborne back to pass, rolls to his right, throws out, is incomplete. That was intended for number 2, Josh Jackson. It brings up a 3rd and 14.
Yeah, you hate to see that on second down, but the positive is that the play clock is not running. And the clock is not running. You stop the clock. You still have 3 timeouts left. Another how many times have they been in 3rd and 10 tonight? I mean, this is their 6th or 7th time in 3rd and 10 tonight. They've had a couple conversions. Let's see if they can get close enough to maybe go for it right here.
Well, with 4:35 left to go in the game, this is 4-down territory. So let's see what
the safety comes up. So there's no safety over the top.
Pump fake, rolling to his right.
And he's got it.
He throws it.
And
dropped by Jackson.
And I'm not sure what the referee was looking at right there, but the defender was kind of draped all over him right there. Kind of questionable call, but they let him play. I do like that you're letting them play out here tonight.
I think because they do have all 3 of their timeouts, they are going to punt the football away. I really would have wanted them to go for it if it was like
if they would have got 5-6 yards maybe, but with 4th and 13, I think they got it. I think they're doing the right thing by punting it.
Got to play the percentage.
They do have 3 timeouts left, but you got to try to pin them back some right here. You really want to get a big punt off right here by number 13, who has a pretty big leg.
You got to let this kick just roll all day. High snap.
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
It's a fake.
Oh, no.
It's a fake. He's got it. Damn.
Ooh.
It's taken down out of bounds.
And it's going to be a turnover on downs.
Turnover on downs, but they had the right idea.
It looked like he had some space right there, and then it just closed up. And he took a big hit over there on the sideline.
And really, you got all 3 timeouts. Terrell County, even if they kick a field goal, it's still a 1-possession game.
Yeah.
You can win it with a touchdown.
And it's all about field position at this point, too.
Yeah, you got to keep them out of the end zone.
Yeah, got to keep them out of the end zone.
They score a touchdown here, it's over.
Game over.
4:16 left to go. Terrell County, who took the early 6-0 lead on a touchdown pass from Michael Carter to Jalen Perry on a 3rd and goal. They had 16 yards to get it. They're up 6-0, and then Calvary boots a 47-yard field goal by Connor Coleman, and that is all the scoring we've had in this ball game.
And this is it. And this is the ball game right here. If you're Terrell County, if you can get 2-3 first downs.
Oh, you made him jump.
Wow, and they hit him with the hard count right there. And they haven't done that all night, so good coaching right there with the hard count. Haven't seen that all night from Terrell County, so they do get them to jump. And it's going to be 1st and 5, make it a little bit easier there.
Calvary has got to get a stop. 4:15 left to go.
And they're going to try to burn out the clock here. And they're going to try to get a couple first downs, make Calvary use those timeouts.
Carter.
And he's got a lane.
Hand off to Lee. Lee gets tripped up.
It's going to be close to a first down.
Close to a first down after the penalty, but the clock continues to wind.
And that's the biggest opponent right there at this time. 4 minutes and counting. Three timeouts, though. But they're going to have to make some stops.
And this is going to be the battle of line of scrimmages. Terrell County is going to run the football to try to eat the clock. Calvary's going to have to find a way to get a stop.
And 2nd and 1 right here. You see some teams jump off sides in this situation, so you don't even have to waste the clock.
Yeah.
You're going to get the first down anyways, but they don't do that.
Oh, and he slips.
They do make the stop, so 3rd and 1. So you do see some teams do that sometimes in the professional college leagues. They'll jump off sides on 3rd and 1 when the clock's running down, but we'll see what happens right here. Going to be 3rd and 1, 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4. That was a big stop right there.
Well, you know that Terrell County is going to want to run the football. Calvary is just going to have to be ready for it. As this game is brought to you by Pepsi. You know, Tyler, I enjoy a Pepsi with my meal. Anytime I'm out at a restaurant, we got some Pepsis here. It's not just Pepsi, it's Pepsi products. You got, you know, Starry, you got Gatorade. I mean, great Pepsi products. And then another presenting sponsor that we have on Georgia Alabama Sports Live, Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC up in Opelika. Jared Hudson can put you in any vehicle on the lot. Get ready to smile. Terry Johnson Agency and Zaxby's. As we'll be back, 2:51 left to go here in this game. Terrell County leads Calvary 6-3.
Now at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika, the full-size GMC Sierra 4x4 crew cabs discounted up to a giant $15,000 off. GMC Canyons with plenty of power and excellent towing ability, up to $5,000 off. And the roomy and enjoyable compact SUV, the popular GMC Terrains, up to $6,750 off.
Choose from over 500 new and used vehicles on the lot or on the way to Glenn Smith and Opelika. Get ready to smile.
2:51 left to go here in this game. The Green Wave of Terrell County up 6-3 over the Calvary Christian Knights. Carter, play fake, pass to Perry. Perry, if he gets the first down, the game is practically over, and he does. Huge play, and now Terrell County could just run out the clock.
Now, they do have 3 timeouts.
They could burn the timeouts, but this that was a backbreaker.
That was a big play right there.
Backbreaker. Final scores around the Chattahoochee Valley. Manchester beats Harris County 8-3.
What a game. I mean,
wow.
That's incredible by Manchester. Single-A school going up and beating
how about Carver beating Whitewater 20-13? Remember, Whitewater's in the same region as LaGrange, Troup County last year.
Yeah, that's a good game. And we'll see what happens right here inside the 10.
He almost broke a tackle.
Get that football.
Josh Jackson trying to strip the football. You got to burn a timeout.
You got to wonder why he's not taking a timeout yet. There it is.
They get it. Northside over Shaw 33-12.
There we go.
Miller County all over Columbus 30-3. How about Kendrick? 38-0 over the Walker School. Of course, Stratford was leading Pacelli 14-7 at Diamond Field. And Brookstone in action against Tatnall Square Academy. You know, next week is week 1 in Alabama. You got Central taking on Pinson Valley. The return of Patrick Nix facing his former team.
That'll be a good one.
Smith Station and Shaw, the state line showdown on WTVM.
And you also have Terrell County next week. They'll take on Calhoun County at Calhoun County.
Nice.
And then Calvary, like we said, is on the road at Stratford Academy in Macon. So that'll be a good, tough road trip for the Calvary Knights to see how they stack up with a perennial powerhouse in the GIA.
And the good thing about being in the GIAA, you don't have to have that travel. A lot of teams in the Gaps were up in the metro Atlanta area, and so they had that 2-hour drive to take on the Keens Academy.
Yep.
And
that's never fun being on a bus that long. And it's 2nd and 12 right here from about the 15-yard line.
And the handoff is to Lee. Lee trying to evade a tackle. He gets taken down, and you got to burn another timeout.
You got to take a timeout. I don't know what they're waiting on right here. I guess they're trying to see if they get the first down to hold the timeout, but I'm not sure why they don't just take the timeout right here.
You don't want to keep those timeouts in your back pocket.
And they take the timeout.
You burn it 20 seconds.
They take 12 seconds off the clock right there. Then they easily could have called a timeout with over 2 minutes left.
And it's a 3rd down and 12. You got 1 timeout left.
And the head coach has got to communicate that to the refs. Hey, he's going to want to take a timeout after this play. It looks like there's some kind of miscommunication between the coaches and the referees. I mean, there's 12 seconds ran off the clock right there, at least 5 or 6 seconds. That's 18 seconds right there that Calvary could have, and every second is precious right now.
It does. Every second counts. Right now, it's a 3rd and 12 situation for Terrell County.
And you got to wonder what they'll do.
Calvary, if they stop them here, does Terrell County try to kick a field goal?
When they've had the snapping issues, you don't want to have a kick blocked return on you. They'll probably go for it.
They'll go for it to try to
most likely they will, but I mean, if you get some yardage, maybe they'll try to kick a field goal. I would be surprised though.
Calvary's hoping that they can get the ball for one last possession.
And this is the game. I mean, this is the ball game right here.
It is.
Third and 13, 149 left, one timeout for Calvary.
Carter is going to pass it to Perry,
And he drops
it. He drops it.
Which is huge.
Incomplete. The clock stops.
And you keep your timeout.
Yes.
That was a big
Huge
play.
play. Perry drops the ball.
But what are they going to do here?
It is a fourth down.
But
do you go for it to try to ice the game? I would put the ball in Perry's hand. I would think a screen pass with some blockers.
With the way the long snapper has snapped the football tonight, it's been on the ground a little bit. I would doubt that they try to kick this football. I think they kind of go for it, kind of throw it up to the end zone, see what happens.
No question. It looks like they are going to go for it.
And look for number 4. So you got 4 over here, one-on-one matchup. If I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to get the football in Perry's hands. I mean, I got a one-on-one matchup over here. And
Jalen Perry wants the ball.
And he gave him some room. Here he goes. He's throwing to him.
He's going to throw it to him. And oh, what a play by Luke Scoggins to break it up.
That was a
Turnover
great play.
Downs.
That was an absolute great play by Scoggins.
Phenomenal play by Luke Scoggins, but he looks like he's banged up.
1:38 left on the clock. He's down with cramps. He's been on the field the entire night. That's what we knew we were going to have. We knew we were going to deal with players cramping up tonight, and we've seen now 4 or 5 guys go down with cramps.
Well, they knew that Carter wanted to get the ball to Perry, so Calvary had the double coverage to break up the play. Luke Scoggins, they save their timeout. 1:38 left to go. Calvary's going to get the ball down 6-3 with 1 timeout to go.
Yeah,
anything can happen.
Calvary kind of schemed them up right there, made it seem like it was one-on-one coverage, but the safety did come over the top right there. But I would have looked for Perry. If I'm the quarterback, I'm going to look for my playmaker as well in that play.
This kind of reminds me of the GAPS championship against Skipstone Academy. Skipstone had the ball with the lead. Calvary stopped him. They get the ball back, and they march all the way down to the field. But unfortunately, they were a yard short of getting that first down.
They're going to have to get a chunk play on first or second down. They can't put themselves in another third and long situation here on the night. So what are they going to do? Do they have a play they love, a play that they've maybe haven't run tonight that they love? I'd love to see some type of trick play, halfback pass, reverse, something like that. But we'll see what happens here on the last minute and 38 seconds of this game here at Calvary Christian. And thank you for anyone who's tuned in tonight.
Yeah,
and
we appreciate everybody that's been watching us, especially everybody here in Columbus that's been going back and forth between all these fantastic games.
Been a lot of fans on all the games tonight, so that's awesome to see.
Well, and we do have some fans from Dawson that's tuning in. Dawson about an hour away from Columbus.
All right, we'll see if it's going to be a long trip home for this Terrell County team or Terrell County
and
team.
Another pre-snap penalty.
And now both teams are pointing at each other.
Yeah, maybe he got evaded.
I would like to see like a little hard count by the Calvary offense. They haven't really, both teams haven't utilized that very much tonight. But looks to be a procedure penalty, and we're about to find out who it's on. The refs seem to not really know who it's on.
Trying to discuss it right here.
Most of the time in these situations, they'll call it on the offense, but we'll see what happens.
And Calvary is in the GIAA, playing in 4A with Brookstone and
Micheli. The quarterback is pointing. It looks like it's going to be on the defense.
There you go, giving them an extra 5 yards.
So at least you're not going to be at least you're already in 1st and 5. Every yard counts, every second counts. You have a minute left. See what happens.
By the way, next week, Brookstone is at home. They're taking on the 3A GIAA champion Valwood for their home opener.
That'll be a good game.
It's Osborne feeling the pressure, steps up, throws, and it was just
he had him.
Reach.
He had number 4 had gotten past the quarterback, number 5, the safety for Terrell County also doubles down as the quarterback. That was a nice route by number 4, but just the quarterback couldn't get it to him.
And
2nd and 5.
And we think that it's somebody on the roster. He's just wearing a different number. We'll try to.
Yeah.
Usually the people in the comments will let us know who number 4 is. But it's 2nd and 5. Osborne trips to the far side. Osborne steps up.
There we go.
Throws.
Get the first down. Get the first down.
Scoggins
first down.
Past the markers.
He's
there
on.
You go.
All right, let's
go. That's number 4.
Now you're going to want to see some tempo right here from Calvary. The clock is ticking. 1:18, 1:17, 16. So we'll see what happens. You want to get the tempo up.
Back in the game.
You're going to want to snap that football. What is going on here?
Got to get your playmakers. This is where you let everything out on the line with 1:13 left to go.
What?
Now we got helmet exchange. You got a player coming out for Terrell County.
It's going to be like 1:19 on the clock. 1:21 on the
put
clock.
1:21 back on the clock.
Which is the right thing. Definitely some time there off.
Still got that timeout in their back pocket. Osborne back to pass, feeling
right.
the pressure. He's going to roll out of the pocket.
Oh, no!
Intercepted. Intercepted by Tydarius Perry. Pick 6 to the house, and that should be the ball game.
Wow.
He has done everything tonight. Jalen Perry with a touchdown reception and a pick 6.
He not only scores on offense, he scores on defense. He picks the ball. God has done everything tonight. By far the player of the game here tonight.
No question about it. He anticipated the route.
You can't fault the quarterback there. He's trying to make a play,
Yeah.
but at the end of the day, the cornerback made a better play, and he picks it off. And this is a learning moment for Calvary right here in the very first game, moving up from GISA or the gaps to GISA. So you're gonna have some good things that happen on film tonight. You're gonna take some things from this and try to move forward next week as they take on a very tough Stratford Academy.
And that is blocked, no good. It's 12-3 with 1:11 left to go here in the game.
It's going to take a miracle, but never say never.
We've seen crazier things.
Never say never.
We've seen kickoff returns for a touchdown, onside kicks.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. That was a backbreaker, though, right there. That was a heck of a play. That was a heck of a play by man. He's been all over the field. Perry's 6 foot 160.
I do want to say, around the state of Georgia, we've had some incredible matchups. We've had Buford take on Milton. We've had Carrollton and Juju Lewis take on Woodward Academy. How about East Coweta and Sandy Creek? I mean, some incredible games. Grayson and Collins Hill, are you kidding me?
I'm sorry.
Sign me up for these matchups.
I may be biased, but I think the state of Georgia, pound for pound, population involved in that, I think Georgia's got the best.
4 or 5-star athletes,
Got to be
no question.
I think they have the best football in the nation. I really do. I mean, high school football in the state of Georgia, yes, there are some good states like Ohio and Texas and California and stuff like that, but I think Georgia's got the cream of the crop of the football players that are going to now be getting paid in college.
NIL. You got some NIL deals.
It's definitely changed the landscape of college football. And that's what all these guys are trying to get to. They're trying to get to that next level. And I think you're going to see Jalen Perry, play at that next level because he is a playmaker.
12-3 is your score as Terrell County's just going to squib.
Uh-oh, no one's getting.
Is that an onside kick? Still a live ball. Got to get on it. And Calvary does. That was a gutsy call, but
none of the offensive line.
2 scores.
None of the very first line. No one even went for the football. I think they were a little bit surprised by that onside kick, kind of a squib kick.
I think that Terrell County just wanted to go for an onside kick because what do you have to lose? Try to recover it. Try to ice this game with some kneel downs. But you're giving Calvary life when you go for that. But still, Calvary's got a long way to go. And they're going to have to get a big chunk play here and hope for an onside kick.
Yeah, and you got now the good thing about it is you have the tape. So you have the tape that you can show your guys. The eye in the sky, I always say, eye in the sky never lies. You can say a lot of things about it, but your film doesn't lie. So they can take the film and try to work and get better each and every week.
Oh, and a sack taken down.
And at this point, Terrell County just kind of, they're just getting after the quarterback at this point.
Yeah, Demarion Huckabee, another sack. He has been in the backfield all night.
It's been a long game. It's been a long game. Fourth quarter, 50 seconds left, 12-3. That pick 6 was really it really switched the momentum in the stadium. I mean, it's got real quiet, and it looks like the Terrell County's Greenway are going to defeat Calvary tonight, 12-3.
Yeah, they're going to come into Calvary, and they are going to end up getting the win to go 1-0 on the season. But also factor in that this is a non-region game. They're playing a GHSA opponent. When they start getting into GIAA play and they play region opponents, Calvary has proven that they can go toe-to-toe with some teams.
Yep. And I think they're just going to – that's going to be the ball game. But I really had a lot of fun out here tonight with you, Richard. I really appreciate you having me on. And shout out to both teams. There was not a lot of injuries tonight. Thank you for all the officials. Thanks for everyone coming out. Thank you so much.
We would definitely want to thank our producer, Toygar Isla. Without him, this broadcast would not be possible. What an incredible night for Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Manchester, Harris County, Shaw, Northside, Calvary, Terrell County, of course, Noah Shelton at Gator Night. So from Tyler Crowder, I'm Richard Holdred saying so long from Calvary Christian. Once again, your final score, Terrell County defeats Calvary Christian 12-3. Good night, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow morning for Calvary softball taking on Northside. Have a great rest of your night, everybody.
Now at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika, the full-size GMC Sierra 4x4 crew cabs discounted up to a giant $15,000 off. GMC Canyons with plenty of power and excellent towing ability, up to $5,000 off. And the roomy and enjoyable compact SUV, the popular GMC Terrains, up to $6,750 off.
Choose from over 500 new and used vehicles on the lot or on the way to Glenn Smith and Opelika. Get ready to smile.
Hey, grab me one too.
Truckloads of fresh inventory are rolling into Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika. Check out the powerful new Chevrolet Silverado 4-wheel drive crew cabs, discounted up to $13,750 off. Chevy Equinox with discounts up to $6,000 off. And listen to this, 2024 Chevy Blazer EV, as low as $295 a month. Brand new Chevy Blazer EV, 24 months lease, just $295 a month.
Get ready to smile.
I'm thirsty.
Try this.
Starry.
It's a lemon lime soda that's crisp, clear, and
So refreshing.
bro, chill. It was a soda. Starry lemon lime soda. It's different.
Now at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika, the full-size GMC Sierra 4x4 crew cabs discounted up to a giant $15,000 off. GMC Canyons with plenty of power and excellent towing ability, up to $5,000 off. And the roomy and enjoyable compact SUV, the popular GMC Terrains, up to $6,750 off.
Choose from over 500 new and used vehicles on the lot or on the way to Glenn Smith and Opelika. Get ready to smile.